Elevating, son. Ooh, elevate. Cheese in the building.
Early. You elevate. The second of losses, I'm handing them out. Yeah, I had to go delegate. It feel like I'm floating, I'm lost in the moment. I swear I could levitate.
Yeah, I'm in that mood right now. Look at this. Look.
I
got something to say. Go ahead here, Fox. I know you've been waiting. Peace. Eastside Easy.
Peace, salute Eastside Easy. Oh, we got a lot to talk about. You already know.
Yes, we do.
I'm way too fly. All right. Ain't no chance I'm coming down, no. Got a soul view to myself, yeah. Why would I give it up? Why do they want to come take my place? I work too hard for it, don't need a place.
Huh? Okay.
All right. We spicy. We got a lot to talk about. Tank. Yeah, we're going to talk about Tank. We're going to talk about Sabril. We're going to talk about Gary Antoine Russell. We're going to talk about Shakur. We're going to talk about Lomachenko. We're going to talk about David Benavidez. You know what we're going to talk about? Man, at this point, we're going to talk about boxing, bro. How about
Absolutely.
that? How about that? You know what I mean? We ain't got to talk about all the antics and all the nonsense and all the, you know what I mean? We ain't even got to bring up Devin. You know what I'm saying? Devin can chill. Devin ain't got nothing going on right. Well, he got the Sandor Martin fight. We could talk about that. It looks like, what is it? His boy Eddie Hearn didn't bid on it. You know what I mean?
Right. How can he? He wanted that Sabril fight.
Yeah, he said niggas talk about that little. He said niggas talk about that little ass clip for 12 weeks. Yeah, they mad now. They don't want to talk about this whole clip. They don't want to talk about it. You know what I mean?
Smell like a pile of bullshit.
You know what I'm saying? A whole lot of shit going on, but we're gonna talk about it all. You already know. You know what I mean? We definitely gonna talk about it. First of all, salute to everybody in the chat.
For real.
You know what I mean?
RC, Chris Esperon. Peace. Truth.
Yeah.
Everybody in there. We shouted you out earlier. We got y'all staying strong.
He said, "What the fuck you watching, Clay?" Listen, man, we talking about it, bro. You know that's what it. Sometimes it be like that. Cheese. Sometimes you gotta go into the clip. That was the Belly, by the way. You don't remember Belly? You don't remember Belly? With DMX and all them. You don't remember that scene?
Yeah.
When DMX was in the living room. After they done robbed the whole club, and they were like, "Yo, what this nigga watching anyway? What he be doing anyway?" And X was like playing this video with the bunny rapper getting killed.
Smell like a pile of bullshit.
We're gonna be playing that a lot up in here. I already know. I'm on vacation with the family, about to drive back to the crib. I'm tapping in as soon as I get in, for sure. That's from the movie Gummo. Oh, I don't know. See, you know the actual movie that came from. I got that from the Belly clip. I don't know what the real movie was. Okay. But anyway, Ray Davis, how you been, man? You know how we do. It always goes a week by. Everything been good?
Yeah. You know what I mean? Saturday was a rough night, man. I want to show these shiners that I got from these upsets, bro. You know what I mean? So, you know, I gotta hide the you know what I mean, the little mouses under the glasses.
Yeah. Well, I've been kind of prepping, chilling. I just picked up my daughter. You know what I mean? My old 14-year-old picked up from the airport today. She's spending the summer with the old boy. The son bounced, went to Florida, go kick it with his mom. You know what I'm saying? And been getting everything going. Ray got them Stubbs shades on early.
Yeah, man.
Ray chilling. You know what I'm saying? Them stunning shades. Okay. You know what I mean? But, you know, everything's been good, man. No complaints, man. Yo, look, Saturday was a great day of boxing. So much going on. I was literally watching two events at the same time. I'm watching the Zone. I'm watching the Subaru Matias card. I'm watching the PBC card at the same time. I had to literally go in the next day and watch everything like separately, like watch the fights separately with the sound on because we were live and really, you know, hard to focus on everything at one time. So took my time to go back on some of these fights and really just had a lot of boxing to do this weekend, man, and going to talk a lot about boxing tonight. You know, really just had a lot of boxing going on this weekend. I see these channels out here, you know what I mean? They talking about a lot of stuff. I don't see them talking about this boxing as much as I feel like they should be talking about it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You would have thought there's nothing going on in the world. There's no boxing going on. Everybody keep talking about the same thing. Let me see. MB26 says Tank is a different breed. Once you start boxing at 7, you would always have an edge on all your opponents. That's a fact. Okay. Tank impressed me immensely Saturday. Like Saturday, I was super, super pleased with Tank's performance. I love, and look, I think Saturday's statement for me, and we'll get into all the fights, but for me, it was, I hope that the fan base really got an opportunity to see and understand why it's so important for these dancing partners to be the right dancing partners, right? Like, it's just that much more interesting when the competition is almost par to par, right? Like, at the end of the day, I think there's no questions that Frank Martin just wasn't on Tank's level. He just wasn't. You know what I'm saying? His experience that he brought to the table just wasn't going to match the experience that Tank brought to the table. Tank understood the psychology of the sport better than Frank did that night. And ultimately, he brought that experience with him into the ring. And Frank, between the lights, between that large crowd, between Tank's experience of just knowing how to pressure, how to make, Tank was doing things, and we're going to talk about it all, because Tank was doing things in the preparation, in the press conferences, in the weigh-ins, things he was doing to set the stage for what we saw that night. Right. That was just professional. That just shows you, you know, what it could be. But I'm going to tell you like this, the way Tank broke down Frank made me even more interested in seeing him against Lomachenko, made me more interested in seeing him against Teofimo, against Shakur Stevens. And yes, Devin Haney as well. You know what I'm saying?
We said
it made me interested to see all these fights, because to see him work on the front foot like that with a bigger fighter in Frank Martin, let's be honest. And Frank wasn't coming there to lay down. Those first 2-3 rounds, Frank was counterpunching. 4 rounds, counterpunching, moving like a professional, really handling the pace of the fight. I think the big problem with Frank was Frank never switched it up. He never moved. He never, you know what I'm saying, adjusted to nothing going on in the ring, and he made it easier for Tank Davis to read what he was doing. That's the name of the game with Tank. Tank is processing data. So at the end of the day, you have to give him different looks. You can be doing something for 2-3 rounds, but you got to be ready to switch that up just off the strength of, in your mind, you have to say to yourself, he's probably processed a lot of what I've been doing. Let me give him a different look. Let me be a little bit more offensive this next round. Let me be a little bit more, switch it up so he can't just he can't just be 2 steps ahead of you the way he was with Frank. Because ultimately with Frank, you could tell when the adjustment was made, just the way Tank's arms dropped by his side and he just started walking him down. Like, I already know exactly what you're going to do. I already know exactly what you're going to do, Franks. Jeez. You know what I mean? But we're going to talk about all that. David Benavidez. Yo, I watched the fight again, bro, and I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think David Benavidez did bad, bro. I think he done better. He's done way better before. But I think you got to give him a lot of you got to give him some space to adjust to the weight class, to adjust to the big people that are in front of him, to figure out how he's going to attack. Yeah, Lo, you're right, man. Outside of Bud Crawford, Tank is the most complete fighter to me. I have to agree with you. Salute, 2 cents. I got to agree with you. But we'll talk about David Benavidez, man, and what does he do next? This moving up and down weight thing, right? Going up to 175, competing there, and then allowing Canelo to call him down when he feels like it and have to, come down to 168 and fight Canelo. How do we feel about that? Does he stay at 175 or does he just come back to 168? And if he comes back to 168, what does he have to look forward to? Let's be honest, right? So we'll talk about that. We'll talk about activity, ring rust with Gary Antoine Russell. What was the issue? This man hasn't, last time Gary Antoine Russell was in the ring was August of 2023, right? So, we got to talk about what we saw there in that ring with Alberto Puello. And you got to talk about these fighters being activity. We got to talk about it. Fighting once a year just ain't it. You know what I mean? When is Gary Russell going to fight again? Who's he going to fight against next? Are y'all going to put him on a 2025 card? We'll talk about that. And of course, we'll talk about Subriel Matias and how shocked the whole entire game was at the results that happened that night between him and Liam Paro. And should they have been should they have been that surprised? Was it really that surprising to see what happened with Subriel Matias? Subriel Matias has gotten a lot of accolades and a lot of flowers for what he brings to that division in the quote unquote boogeyman of the 140-pound weight class division, and people are shocked that somebody came from Australia to his backyard in Puerto Rico and put on a clinic. Was it that crazy? What'll happen in a rematch? Should he get a rematch? And where should the rematch happen at? We're going to talk about all that, and then we're going to talk about everything else as well, because we got Bam Rodriguez getting ready to square up shortly too. That's going to be a big fight coming up as well. So we're going to talk about it all, man. What we got here in the chat, and I was a little surprised that Paro showed up. He came to win 100%. Blitz Tactiques 6, as an Aboriginal Australian, I'm deeply saddened that Matias is lost. European males colonized, enslaved, and subjugated my indigenous people for over 3 generations. I really wanted Matias to win. Wow, okay, that was deep.
Okay.
Oh, bro.
All right.
Hey, bro. By the way, salute, man. Blitz Tactics, Aboriginal Australian. That means you black, bro, right? Am I right? That's what black people in Australia, right?
Yeah.
2 Cents says, shocked he messed up my parlays. Yeah, but look, 2 Cents, we're gonna talk about it tonight. The money was on Paro. The odds were crazy. I think they slept on Paro in a big way. I don't know what they were sleeping on him like that for. I'll be honest with you, bro. That was a big time sleeping. Now I ain't gonna lie. I thought Subriel would take it because I thought Subriel would turn it up. And we'll talk about that too, because he just didn't let his hands go. But there was a reason why he didn't let his hands go. He was getting pushed off balance. He was getting pushed off his pivot. He was getting neutralized. His punches were getting smothered. Some people want to say it was a little bit excessive clinching. I don't think it is. Listen, I think if the ref lets you do it, it's not excessive. That's how I look at it. I don't care. If the ref lets you do it, he don't stop you, it's not excessive, bro. That's a ref's job to say it's excessive, not mine. So, but listen, man, strategies, game plans, styles make fights, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. What's up, JR Spock? Salute.
JR Spock in the building.
Salute. Ocean, Cisco, Montana, love, Matias Colbert. You out of line, Charles Edward Cheese. Low No says, I know Paro was good. I predicted a win or lose. He would be Subriel's hardest fight. I predicted a Subriel win, but not by Nomad. I agree with you, Low. I predicted Subriel winning too, but I knew it was going to be a difficult fight for him. I was looking for this fight for Subriel Matias to kind of give us another look on what he can do in the ring outside of that one style of boxing. I was looking to see if he would add to that and show us like another look at what he could do in the ring, but he showed that he was limited. And that came to bite him in the ass at the end. And shout out Champ Ross Fantasy Boxing for sure. Kyron Davis had a great win over Elijah Garcia, and I saw that coming too. I ain't gonna lie to you. I saw Kyron coming to take that win. I ain't gonna lie to you. I saw that coming. Somebody need to take Devin Haney phone, on Twitter, telling folks he could beat him to death. I ain't gonna lie. Devin,
you probably can.
I just want Devin to focus on Sandor Mortin, and I want to let's just get that fight out the way. Let's just get that fight out the way, win that fight in a convincing way, do that, and then start figuring about what's coming out afterwards. But I'm gonna tell you right now, man, getting caught up in all this extra stuff, like Subriel Matias, that's another thing that hurt him in his fight, was the fact that he was all over the place, looking at Regis Prograis, challenging him, calling out all other fighters and doing a whole bunch of, sedity stuff that he just wasn't focused on Liam Paro the way he should have been, in my opinion. I'm gonna let you have at it, Ray. Go ahead, man.
Sure.
Your chest.
I mean, everything you did talked about. You know what I mean? I feel like I won the parlays. It was a great weekend, man, and just touching base. We start wherever you want to start at. I guess we'll start with the DAZN card or the DAZN main event, with the Liam Paro fight, and I've been critical of Subriel Matias for quite a while. I've been telling him he'll have trouble with a boxer, someone that has movement and good footwork. His options are predictable. If you never watch him fight, go watch him fight. What Subriel does is he just comes forward and he's willing to take the hits to sit and trap you in the corner. He walks you down and he sits flat-footed. Once he traps you, he sits flat-footed. And shout out to the team of Liam Paro for recognizing that. when he did, they were able to knock him off balance and push him back. You know what I mean? They clinched him. They were able to move back, come back in, throw a couple of hooks. You know what I mean? Move side to side on him and or laterally. Hence, here we go. You know what I mean? Like this dude really proved that he belongs, and I knew he belonged the whole time, which is cool. And I thought this would be his fight. I'm glad I actually seen that. As far as Matias does need to add an element to his game. I mean, he does throw jabs. It's not like he's just sitting there coming forward without throwing, but it's just like he's just like trying to get a feel of his range. He's not really trying to hit you. And when he sits down, he's flat-footed, and that's the problem. He has to get out of that mode. He got to be on his toes, or you know what I mean, or find another way. Maybe even going backwards sometimes and seeing if he can catch him coming in on a counter.
Right.
He has to add an element to his game. He does, or it's going to be a sad story all over again when he fights other people. Because now everyone's calling him out. It's actually funny that no one was. Hate to say it. Hence, last fight with Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. Hate to go there, but no one was calling Devin out really, but a few guys. And as soon as he took the L, now everybody thinks he's beatable. So it's going to happen. Like I always say, you're only as good as your last fight, and everyone's going to see it. You're on a grand stage, and when you're under those lights, it happens. Speaking of under the lights, I think with Frank and Tank to that main event on the PBC card, I think Frank got under got that crowd that under the lights got to him. Tank called it in the press conference. He said, "Yo, you never been here," and I think the nerves of steel broke, and he just didn't know how to move. He froze at the moment where he didn't know what to do. He just stayed in the same style. He never switched up, and I think that happened because he didn't know what to do. The stage was too big for him, and situations like that can get you caught at the end of the day. I mean, that's really what I got to begin my little conversations on it. But
no doubt, man. I mean, we're gonna start it off with, I don't know what the chat would feel like doing if you guys want to start, you know what I'm saying, at the steak and potatoes and get at, what everybody's talking about, which is Tank versus Frank Martin. And that really, there's a breakdown coming for that because, like I said, this was beyond the ring. Tank showed when it came to this Frank Martin fight, first of all, what a difference in Gervonta Tank Davis without Floyd Mayweather floating around. Number one, right? This man just came out of his shell and boom on the scene.
I don't think it was an experience. Only experience was just being in the big show. That's it. He knew how to box. He was boxing him well. And he just froze. You could see it. He didn't know what to do. He wasn't listening to his coach. He was just.
Well, I mean, that's another thing that I called, even on the video that I made before, when I said that it was going to be the second half of the fight, and it was going to be his ability to adjust and also take instructions from his corner that was going to make the difference. Because when you got to see, that's let me cook a little bit because this Tank conversation gets deep, right? I'm gonna cook on it a little bit because Tank ain't just Tank. Tank is a team. He's a businessman. You know what I'm saying? They can't handle his business. Damn. Calvin, Kenny, all his fans. You know what I'm saying? And then him. Right? The psychology of boxing. Right. Tapping into what Muhammad Ali used to do to his opponents before he got in the ring with them. Tank showed you shades of all of that. The way he came in, even not showing up to the grand arrivals. That annoyed me a little bit. But at the same time, there was an ownership about it. There was a boss, my space, my rules, my prerogative energy about it. And then coming into the press conference the next day and taking that whole press conference on again, getting on the Errol skin, getting on the Derek skin, getting on the Frank skin, right? Making him flinch. That flinch was epic. That flinch was epic in this fight. It was so vital. So profound, that flinch, because it manifested in that ring where at some point in the press conference, whether it was the first one, the second one, whether it was the weigh-in, whatever it was at some point, Tank was predicting too much stuff and Frank started believing. Tank started drinking the Kool-Aid, bro. He started to believe this is a big show. I better not get knocked out. I better not get outclassed.
Right.
He does have all this experience on me. How does he know who I'm sparring? He's getting under my my trainer's skin. He's getting under my promoter's skin. Everybody's questioning me. Everybody's against me here, right? Then he comes to the ring, and the first 2 to 4 rounds was decent, right? But what starts happening? He gets caught up in moving around, and he starts trying to protect the lead.
Right.
He starts trying to protect oh man, I got it. He starts trying to protect it. And Tank, as ingenious as he's shown to be in the boxing game, understood what Frank was thinking and was playing on the psychology of him the whole time, pressing him, go ahead and perform, tiring him out, running him around like a dog that you just let outside in the yard to run until they're tired. And then when they get tired, you let them back in the crib and they just lay in the corner all day. They just tired. They just looking for some water and they just looking to be left alone because they tired as hell. They've been running around all day long. You know what I'm saying? And that's what Tank did, bro. He brought that psychology into this whole entire match. You got to give him, he gets A+. He gets checks all the way across the board for the way he handled this and the way he caught Frank slipping and processed the data. And another thing that he did that was interesting to me was usually Tank gets the fighter to come to him and he lulls them into a sense of security where they think they're doing well and they overcommit and he walks them into something. And in this one, he reversed it, but still did the same thing. He reversed it, but he still found a way to lull Frank Martin into a sense of security, making him comfortable against the rope, making him think that he can get out of any situation he was in, and ultimately end up timing him, connecting with a crazy, threw that right hook, sent him where he needed to be, threw that left uppercut, clipped him, had shut him down with that left uppercut, and then close it out with potentially a knockout of the year in a straight left hand. Now put that boy on his pockets, guaranteed to never wake up again. Well, not wake up until after the 10 seconds. You know what I'm saying? Was counted. Just a masterpiece, just a clinic.
Right. Yep, that's what happens when the show is too tough for you, man. You can go on the road and do whatever you want, but when the crowd gets rough, man, you got to know how to still perform. And as you can see, he didn't know how to do it, bro. You know what I mean? They took that. What's the dude on the show on Apollo? Came out with the hook.
Yep.
Right off stage, bro.
Cheese. I think you're right about that, though. Definitely, he should have implemented. If he looks back at that fight and sees anything, I think one thing he's going to look back at is he could have used his clinch a lot more efficiently. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fight. He could have used.
And Tank knew that. Tank said he's strong as hell. He said, I couldn't get out of there.
Especially when Tank said that. When Tank said that, I know that had to have him thinking like, damn, bro, that could have possibly got him into a 12-round fight, into a decision, and saved him from getting knocked out. 100%.
Yep.
100%. Hindsight's a motherfucker.
Nerves, bro. Nerves.
You know, I'll tell you what, though, Frank has a lot of footage to look at.
Not even. This is the key thing, though. This is the positive part of it. Frank's now been under the big lights. Frank now is going to know how to perform under the big lights. Frank is willing to do what it takes, hopefully, to become more successful and maybe a champion soon. We'll have to wait and see. But it looks like, you know what I mean, once you get that accomplishment, and he's going to grow as a fighter because everybody that Tank fights, name gets bigger. And right now, everybody's talking about him. You know what I mean? Especially him having a good showing in the first 4 rounds. Everybody's talking about him. Like, yo, he did his thing. So, ultimately, it comes down to the same thing, Clay, as you said. And you know what I mean? You gotta listen to your corner.
Yeah, Tank not retiring. Not Tank. You saying Frank? Hold on. All that shit about Frank saying he's not retiring. His career has just started. He's just now starting. What he needs to be thinking about, to be honest with you, is whether or not he's going to go to 140 or is he going to sit there and continue to do the weight cuts and fight at 135. That's something that he needs to take into consideration. But when I said Frank got tape to look at, Frank's going to see when he looks back at this fight, he's going to see where he could have improved at, what he could have done differently. He's going to feel a little bit of like he missed out a little bit on what could have happened in the fight, but he's also going to know he's better than what he did in that ring, and a better version of him gives a better fight to Tank Davis. He has no reason to hold his head down. Like he made some mistakes in there, and once again, not listening to his corner. Listen, yo, if you're not confident in what Derrick James is bringing to the table, if you're not confident in it, it might be time to look at some other options, because you got to find somebody who you're willing to listen to, because that's another thing that Tank brought to the table. Was he had a coach, he had two coaches who he followed blindly. He's like, I know they're gonna give me the right information. You look how Tank held out for the first 3 to 4 rounds and didn't really trade that much. Just walked him down, took shots, had a shiner on his eye from getting hit, to where some fighters have been like, man, hell no, bro, this ain't working. He stuck to the strategy, every letter, every T crossed, every I dotted. When Calvin said it's time to start putting them punches together, immediately Tank came into that next round with that game plan, started putting punches together, letting off on those hooks, cornering him, getting him on them ropes, and punishing him, making him want to get out those corners. He was beating on him on purpose to get him to move in a certain way. So that, if you guys look at the mid game that was getting done, the mid work that was being done in the back room before the fight started, you'll see there was working on that. There was literally working on that punch combination to stop Frank. They literally, that thing was taking, well, listen, bro, there's levels to this shit, bro. There's levels to this shit, bro. There's just levels to this shit, man. It's not just about being able to fight. That's the difference between a Tank and a Frank Martin. And when you look at Subriel Matias, well, what he did as well, and he even admitted it on the post-fight conference app. Everybody knows how I am. I'm going to listen to my corner, but at the same time, I'm going to do my own thing when I get in that ring. Nah, bro. You need to find somebody who you can have faith in. Who you got to take some instruction. You got to have faith in those eyes that are outside the ring looking at the fight taking place and letting them tell you what they're seeing happening, what the best way to approach this next round is going to be to get you that win. If Derrick James ain't checking those boxes for Frank Martin has some choices to make.
Right.
He has some decisions to make. That's it. He has some decisions to make. If it's not going to work with Derrick, and I'm not throwing shots at Derrick James, but look, man, if it don't work, it don't work. And this is not shots at Derrick James. This is Frank Martin. If you're comfortable, if you believe in your coach, then listen to your coach, bro. If you're not going to be comfortable enough to listen to your coach, because listen, this is the big leagues now. Right. Ain't no way but up now. You done fought Tank Davis. You ain't going back to fighting no, you know what I'm saying? No suckers. You're going to fight real dudes. Even if you go to 140, right? Whoever you fighting is going to potentially knock your head off your shoulders. So you better find somebody who you confident in working with, man. You better find somebody who you comfortable working with, because you've done it too many times. You did it in the Artum fight. You've done it in plenty of fights where in the second half of the fight, you get hard-headed. And honestly, a lot of Derrick James fighters seem to go that route with Derrick James. I don't know why.
And just to touch base on something, this is like in most recent times, this is the second time Derrick James lost to had to outthink two coaches in the corner.
Yeah.
He had to do it with Bud, and he had to do it with now Frank. I mean, it's hard. It's hard going against the two-headed monster, but you know what? I mean, that's just to the defense of Derrick a little bit. But regardless, DJ still gotta. He has to come up with other plans and ideas, and he has to make sure that his fighters are listening to him. We seen it we even seen it in the fight when who was the guy that Ryan fought before Devin? I don't know
who Ryan fought before Devin?
Yeah.
Talking about with Oscar Duarte?
Duarte, right. And Ryan wasn't listening to Devin. I mean to
Derrick.
To Derrick. And what did he say to him? He's like, yo, stop doing that dumb shit. Right? He kept doing it. He was like, yo, what are you doing? It's like he doesn't have like you say, he doesn't have control of his fighters. So the guy's got to fix he's got to get it together. I mean, maybe that's why he's talking about retiring soon. You know what I mean? He just don't see that he got it. You know what I mean? He already accomplished enough. He's made enough money in the game, and he could just train in the gym and send people on their way to bigger and other trainers. That might be a good idea for him. It might just be a good pit stop for people, or a good person to start off people with fundamentals. You know what I mean? And let them go from there. Let them find their way. But, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, man. You got to find somebody you're going to listen to, man. Teams. You know, who's Floyd Mayweather without Roger Mayweather and Floyd Mayweather and Floyd Sr.? You know what I'm saying? Right. Teams win this. Who's Lennox Lewis without Emmanuel Stewart? You know what I'm saying? Who the Klitschko's without Emmanuel Stewart? Teams win the big show.
What do you disagree about, 2 cents?
Yeah, she said I disagree, Ray. What do you disagree about for sure? But teams win this. You know, this is a team sport. I know it's like one person versus one person in the ring, but let me tell you, man, that corner is vital, man. That training during preparing for the fight is vital. Calvin Ford is, and listen, man, when Tank said another thing that kind of excited me, pause. When Tank said at the post press conference, when they asked him if Frank Martin was his hardest challenge yet, and he was like, nah. I was like, Lord have mercy, bro.
D-Block, we got you. It's gonna be in a little bit though. Let us open up the show.
Yeah, we in a minute, D-Block, for sure. Hang out a little bit, bro. We got you for sure. When he said, nah, man, that wasn't my hardest challenge. I was like, damn, boy. All I could think of is, damn, bro, we haven't seen Tank all out yet. He still ain't give it. We ain't seen him all out yet. That's why the dancing partner makes a difference. All you Tank fans out there, salute you guys. You guys ain't seen your boy really get busy yet.
Nope.
You guys still ain't seen your boy get busy yet. That's why you guys need to jump up on this damn campaign and look to put Tank against the best in the game, bro. You ain't seen your boy yet. You excited about nothing. What he's showing you guys, what Tank is showing you right now, ain't even half of what he's bringing to the table. He still ain't been challenged yet. That's what Calvin's waiting on. Calvin's sitting there excited. He a Tank fan. He training Tank, but he like, damn, bro, I thought that guy was going to definitely do it. Damn.
Right.
All right, well, next. Like, I thought that guy was going to be one to push the button. We ain't even seen Tank do it yet. Right. Two-Tone, salute.
Oh, what's up?
Killer.
It's must.
Yeah, for sure. Salute Two-Tone, the superstar in the building.
Salute.
Yeah, we haven't even seen Tank yet. So the Tank fans need to, let me not point at you guys and get you guys mad at me, okay?
Point at them.
Listen, the fans of boxing need to understand how to be fans of boxing.
Right.
Seeing your favorite fighter against the best competition that's out there gives you an opportunity to see your favorite fighter blow the world away and show the world why that fighter is your favorite fighter.
Right. Facts.
You understand? That's what you guys are missing out on when you don't see him against that top level competition. You love to see him fight. You see what I see. The eye test tells you that this guy's capable of doing so much. But without that right dancing partner, listen, Linda, listen. We not seeing what we could be seeing. Yep. Linda, listen. Hear me. Don't hear it with the hate.
Right.
With the, you know what I mean? How he hating again. No, listen with your ears. Close your mouth. Don't be so ready to respond and defend something that doesn't need defending.
Right.
Tank Davis fighting against great opposition. What you saw with Frank Martin was just the tip of the iceberg. To watch him break down a fighter the way he did.
Right.
Strategically put it together and give you that knockout of the year performance. And he let you know at the post conference that wasn't even his hardest fight yet.
Right. That ain't him.
That ain't even his hardest fight, bro.
That ain't him, yo. Like, for real? I told y'all this is going to happen. You know what I mean? That's what he said.
Come on now. We gotta be 100%. Tank, what does he say here? Tank fans don't want to see Tank fight anyone except bums. Roscott, they don't want to see. Roscott, I'm going to be real with you. I think they don't want to see him fight nobody but bums because they scared. And I've been telling y'all from the beginning, Tank don't necessarily think like you guys.
Nope.
Tank ain't scared, bro.
Nope. He ain't scared.
Tank ain't scared, bro. Calvin ain't scared, bro. Calvin ain't scared.
It's true. And look, Sean said false.
False. Why false?
Look,
false,
Sean? We're not saying, hold on, let's keep it 100. Not everybody. We're talking about the fan base. We're talking about the fan base and the people that like to just big up moments. Ask how many people, right? Would they prefer Tank to always win by knockout, or do they prefer, ask them, or do they want to see him go to distance? I would love to see Tank go to distance besides a Pitbull Cruz, and I think his second professional fight against Julio Cesar Gomez, whatever his name was. But at the end of the day, I would like to see him go to distance because, like I said, I need him to show adversity. He has never shown me adversity in one fight except for Pitbull, where he had to fight with one hand. And guess what? That wasn't even him using his tools. That was just something he knew how to do. That's box.
He beat Frank outside the ring way before he went in the ring with him, bro.
I need somebody to be on par and show a skill set which makes him say, okay, you know what, I got to change to this. You know what? Oh no, I got to change to this. Yo, I got to find out how to trap him. Yo, this dude is getting off, bro. What am I doing? I need to see that. That's what I need to see. And once we see that, and we see him his reverse styles, and him coming off with a split decision or a tough decision, or even a late KO, I can live with that. You know what I mean? I just want to see a challenge, and there's no challenge for him right now, and that's the problem. You know what I mean? If we don't see the challenge, we're going to always think he's just the best, and there's nothing wrong with that at the end of the day. But you're taking it for granted that if he ain't fighting the best, is he really the best? That's the question. Because we don't see him fighting the best, and we always want to give these guys accolades for being the best without fighting the best, and that's the key. You can't just say, "Oh, I know he'll beat that guy," if they didn't do it yet. That's just everybody got an opinion. I could say, "Yo, I think this dude can beat Tank. I think this guy can beat Frank. I can think this guy can beat Dev. This guy can beat Loma." Guess what? At the end of the day, it is what it is. We need to see the best fight the best. We need to see skills versus skills, styles versus styles. All those things matter, and that's the problem. People broken down in it. People broken down in their ways, bro, and that's what it is. People broken down in their ways, and they just used to was casual, and they like to stay there because they do that fanboy shit, and that's what it is at the end of the day.
Yeah, listen, man. Everything you said, man. Co-sign everything you said.
I will be Charles Cheese. I'm still waiting. I put a clock.
Look. At the end of the day, man. Listen, the eye test tells me. Listen, and Saturday's performance makes a strong argument for me as to Tank Davis potentially being pound for pound the best fighter in the world. You know what I mean? Like there was an argument there because what he did, like I said, the whole entire a dish that was served, the whole entire delivery from the build up all the way to the fight to the end of the fight was just, listen, it was flawless. But all it did was make me even hungrier to see him against those guys. That's all it did. All it did was make me go, damn, I need to see this dude against Shakur. I gotta see this, bro. Damn, I need to see this dude against. I'll be real with you. You know who I want to see him fight more than anybody right now? Teofimo. I want to see him fight Teofimo more than anybody else right now at 140. I want him up at 140 fighting Teofimo so bad right now. You don't even know. So bad right now because I could just see it'll be like watching Peyton Manning play against Ray Lewis. It'll be looking like watching, you know what I'm saying? When the Colts used to play against the Ravens and you knew that Peyton Manning was going to look at that defense and he was going to do what? Audible.
Omaha.
Then you're going to see Ray be like, what? What the hell is this dude doing? Nah, I'm going to be moving. Get these linebackers to move over this way. Mm-hmm. And when the ball snapped, there'd be like a second left on the clock, like every time. Like it would be just about to be a false start and the ball snapped because they finally just let it go. That's the kind of fight. Well, I got goosebumps right now. Y'all don't even know, bro. This boxing game can be so much better than what you guys are seeing. So much more exciting. Sitting down, not knowing what's going to happen. You know, if this dude show up, if Teofimo show up, like, and Teofimo has this habit of stepping his whole entire game up based on the competition. Like when the competition is high, he gets in his bag. Like he gets real serious. And Tank, we don't even know yet because Tank keep telling y'all after every fight, that wasn't the one. It was cool and whatever, you know, but that wasn't the one. It's like, that wasn't the one, Tank? Yo, Tank, that wasn't the one. What are you trying to tell me right now? You got a shine on eye. Mediocre. It was all right. Y'all not getting in this bag with me right now. Y'all not understanding, man. Y'all too busy trying to defend somebody who ain't asking for your defense, bro. Right. He ain't asking y'all to do that. He's asking y'all to see him bust these dudes' heads, bro. Like, yo, y'all don't need to be worried about me, bro. Y'all need to worry about me. I'll go fight that dude at 140, no problem. It's just the politics, the money, the business got to be right. The politics, the money, and the business got to be right. I'm ready to fight all those dudes. You guys got to get into that bag, man. It ain't about watching Tank fight. It's about watching Tank fight the right fight.
Right. And
that's what it's
waiting to see that. We all waiting to see it. Cobra
You know what
Kai,
I'm saying?
die, baby. Cobra Kai, live or die. You know what I mean? They Tank taking over the valley, bro. They need a Danielson to come up in there and start some trouble. That's all.
Yeah, I'm telling you guys, I'm more of a Tank fan than most of you guys, bro. Y'all just don't know how to be fans. I'm a fan of Terrence Crawford, bro.
Damn, oh
And guess-
shit! They dropped the horn on that. Hold on.
Y'all just don't know how to be. Y'all don't know how to be fans, bro.
Damn. Shot.
I'm a Terrence Crawford fan. You know who I need to see him fight, right? Ray, you know who I need to see him fight, right?
Boo tennis.
I mean that too.
Oh,
That's
Canelo.
a fight too.
Canelo. You want him to fight Canelo?
Yeah. And what do you say every time we talk about this?
Nah.
I'm wilding, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm wilding. I'm a fan of
But
Terrence. I
you
ain't
know
wilding.
what?
I'm a real
You know
fan.
what?
I think he gonna get in there and get busy, bro. That's what I think. I think he gonna get in and get busy. That's how a fan do it. I'm gonna send him out there. If Terrence says he can do it, that's why I need to see him at, bro.
Right.
That's why I need to see him at,
bro.
bro.
Right. And
That's
the
how a
best guy
fan.
in
That's a
boxing,
real
right?
fan.
That's the best guy in boxing. You want to see your guy stop him. I feel you.
That's it. And if he lose against Canelo, I'm gonna stand up at my seat. I'm gonna give him a round of applause for daring to be great, bro. For daring to be great, bro. He gonna go in the history books for that loss. You understand what I'm saying? When you lose against the right person, it's almost not even a loss, bro.
Right. It's such as we're talking about. Frank Martin. Frank Martin lost to Tank, but guess what? To me, I'll give him respect for that.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I give him respect for that because I think it was early in this fight. I mean, Tank exposed all that. I was like, yo, I think Tank got a chance to, you know what I mean? I mean, every boxer got a chance, right? They fight two combatants. They all train. Everybody got a chance. But at the end of the day, I was like, I think he might make him dig in that bag and pull out some cookies for a snack before he pull out the hammer this time. Like, what's going on? And nah, he didn't do all that, bro. Like, he literally knew what he was doing. I mean, he A to B to C. He ran every plan. He connected those dots, bro. What was it?
That's all the base I got, Cheese.
You know what I mean? you know those
got no more base, Cheese. That's it. Okay, that's it, dog. That's all the cheese I got. Cheese, that's all I got.
How many
bro.
rounds? I gave Frank 5 rounds. The only reason why I gave him 5, I think the 6th round, I think Tank was still filling him out. I think he took over the 5th round. I think the 7th and 8th definitely was Tank.
Yeah, Tank. But to me, Frank was winning.
The 4th was definitely. I'm sorry, the 5th. Let me cook real quick. The 5th was definitely a toss-up round. Could have went either way, inevitable. But I gave it to Tank because I think that's when he came out and was like, "Yo, I got you." After the 4th round, when he did that feint, and I don't know what Frank did, but he moved like 20 feet, like Shakur did in that fight with De Los Santos, and Frank started, and Tank goes, "I got you." Once he did that, it was a wrap.
I saw the tides change in the 5th round, but I'll give the 5th to Frank. But I'm gonna say that I'm gonna tell you straight up in the 5th round, I saw the future. I saw what was coming for Frank in the 5th round. I saw what Tank was doing, and I saw what the ending was gonna be. So at that point, I was like, oh shit, I see what Tank is doing. He's about to get him out of here. In the 6th round, he started to change it. In the 7th, I thought it was going to be over in the 7th. You guys watched the live. Mm-hmm. In the 7th round, I said it was done. I said Frank about to get knocked out. I was shocked he made it into the 8th round, but I knew he was out of here because I saw exactly 2 cents. Exactly 2 cents. I started to see the game plan unfolding. I started seeing that Tank was making him tired. He was running him around like a dog, like I said, in the yard, and then he would hit him with these body shots. He hit him with about 3 to 5. Maybe 5 to 10, 3 to 5. Nah, let's say 5 to 7 body shots every round. And they were starting to take a hold on him. And then when I rewatched the fight, I don't remember what round it was, but there was a point where Frank said, nah, he not hitting me that hard, but he hit me with some good body shots, though. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, these motherfuckers, these sons of bitches. Calvin Ford and Coach Kenny may be one of the best tag team coaches I've seen in the longest time, bro.
Let's begin. Party on.
They come together, bro. Them dudes deserve to be celebrated too. They deserve to be celebrated, bro. Like those guys are different, bro. And I guess there's something about having that fighter that you
all things, peace, brother.
That you raised. You know what I'm saying? That you raised. You know what I'm saying? 7 years old, you raised this kid and you know him like the back of your hand and you just smiling at everybody who down him and you just like, y'all don't even know. This kid built different. Like he said, I know what I put under that engine, under that hood. I know, because I'll put that in there. Y'all don't know yet, so y'all got questions, everything like that. And he said, I'm looking for that right fighter. I'm looking for that right challenge for the youngin to push the button.
That's the like button too, y'all. It was 37 in the building.
Yeah, definitely hit the like button. He said, I'm looking for that. I'm looking for that right dude to come up in here. He said, I'm begging, I'm praying. He said, I'm praying. Please, Derek, have him right. Have him ready, man. Have him thinking he's going to win for real. I need him to really believe that, man. I need him to come in with a winning strategy, bro, so I could show the world what I've been working on since 7. Right. What I've been working on with this kid since he was 7, since he was tank, since he was doing backflips and everything. You know what I'm saying? So since he was tank. I'm trying to show you guys, and y'all not giving me, without that right dancing partner, I can't get this engine to open up. If he beating y'all doing 75 miles an hour, he ain't finna do 150 up this damn strip. He gonna win it at 70. He gonna hit it 80, 85, maybe 90. But he got no reason to hit 100. I need somebody who's gonna come over here and make him hit 150 on y'all. Make him hit 225 on y'all and show y'all, bro. I want the front hood to pop up like this and show you how crazy that engine is, bro. He ain't even hit the nitrous on you yet, bro. I'm sitting here like, I want to see him hit the nitrous. I want to see him hit the nitrous. You know how to be a fan, man. Be a fan. If you don't, ask some questions. We'll let you know how to do it, man. Let your boy cook, man. Let your boy fight, man. Don't get in his way. Don't talk about what he ain't got to do. Nah, bro. Root for him to do what he got to do to show the world, bro.
Not what he got to do, what he's supposed to do.
What he's supposed to do, my bad. Root for him to do what he's supposed to do, man. The fans and all those channels that are sitting out there saying they don't care who he fights. I just want to see him fight. They don't know what they talking about, bro. Listen to me, man. Listen to me, man.
Hands out of my pocket.
They don't know what they talking about, bro. Don't let them do, especially you new fans. Y'all know who y'all are, the casuals, the ladies and the gentlemen who are just getting really excited about this sport. Don't listen to these channels telling you that shit. That's not what this is about, man.
Hold on. What'd you say?
It's about the best fighting the best, man.
Trust me. This out?
That's he said, salute Hoodrich. Oh, Hoodrich, you know I gotta send you that.
What's up, Hoodrich? Peace.
I gotta send you the link because I know you was there. I gotta send you the link. Oh, he already on me. He said, drop the link. He said, it's about that time anyway.
I mean, freaking, what you talking about? Y'all give Shakur.
It's about that time. We will see that what Loma will do. Look, you know what? 2 cents. Fight Loma because that's what you're supposed to do. But unfortunately, I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah. Get ready for the Loma's too old. Past his prime. That's it. It is what it is. When he was supposed to fight Loma, when he didn't. But fight him now for sure. But yeah, man, it's really that T.O. music. It's really that Shakur. Yeah. And yes, it's Devin. All right? It's about those fights being made. And they're gonna get made. I'm convinced now. I know they're gonna be made. Let me tell you, 1 thing's for sure, 2 things for certain. Tank has convinced me. He came to work. This chapter in Tank's career, he should change his name, like how Floyd did. Like how Floyd went from Pretty Boy to Money. Tank should go, you know what I mean? Tank should add something to his name, bro, because I can see it in his eyes, bro. I can see it in his eyes. This is a different chapter, bro. This chapter, this is the killer. It's a new chapter in Tank's career, bro. It's a new chapter, bro. I see it, man. He need to come up with another name. Yo, Hoodrich, I'm going to put this link down for you, bro, and let you come up. You need to tell Tank to come up with a different name. Tell him Claymore and Ray and them over there saying you need to come up with a different name.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Tell him they say you should come up with another name. Like Floyd came up with another name. They saying you need to come up there with another name. You know what I'm saying? Give everybody another era, a name for the era. You know what I'm saying? So they can separate who he was with Floyd to who he is without Floyd. You know what I mean? This is the post. This is the what is it? It was BC and what? After Christ is the AC era. You know what I'm saying? The AF after Floyd era. You know what I'm saying? He said overdoing it. Listen, man. Listen. Champ Raw, salute. Loma isn't old, bro. He's still in his prime. He just lost to good fighters. Nah, man. I'm telling you, I understand what you're saying. He looked good against Campbell,
bro.
but it is what it is, bro. A 33-year-old Loma is not the same as a 37-year-old Loma. A 32-year-old Loma is not the same. A Loma who had to go to war, stayed out of boxing for like a little over a year. You know what I'm saying? Right. He's not the same Loma, bro. He's just not. And that's not throwing shots at nobody. He's just telling the truth, man. Yo, salute Hood in the building. Oh man, he got that damn what do you call that,
bro? Like, come on, Hood Rich.
He got that
like that one, bro.
Salute, man. I told y'all what was going to happen, though, right?
His jaw looking different in the picture, Hood Rich. You petty, bro. You petty, bro.
That's a real pit.
I know.
We know that.
Man, I told y'all what was going to happen. I told you he was going to put on a crazy performance. I told y'all he was going to stop him. Yeah. Nobody listen to me, bro. And when I tell y'all that when he gonna stop Shakur, I'm saying this off of knowledge and what I see.
Let me ask you a question. Are you Richie, baby?
No.
Oh, okay. All right.
No.
Okay.
You know how I look, bro.
But I don't know what Richie baby look like.
But I'm just saying,
I don't know what he look like.
Know him because he said he.
I've never seen him before. I just know the name. I don't know what he look like.
Right?
Yeah, but he not from Baltimore. Like, he cool though.
His family though. That's what he said. He goes Cows.
Yeah. That's definitely bro. For sure.
I don't know what he look like. I just know you got the Rich in there, and I'm like, hold up, is that Richie? Because I was hearing about Richie baby. Somebody was saying something about Richie baby. I think it was Calvin was saying something.
Yeah, that's my guy. Richie baby, my guy. Yeah. He from St. Louis though, but he locked them with like the island and stuff. You feel me?
Okay. Yeah, no doubt, man. No doubt, bro. But listen, man, let me ask you some questions though, man. So you was there, man. So it looked like the event was just beautiful. It looked like the actual event was lit. Was it lit? Does it look like, was it really just packed out, star-studded, energy was crazy? How was the event?
It was crazy, man. It was so many celebrities, so football players, basketball players, rappers, you feel me? Basketball players, everything, soccer players. Like, it was a lot of people there, man. Like, a lot, bro. A lot.
No doubt. And let me ask you this, man. As far as Tank was concerned, I see what the game plan was. As I watched it, I see what the game plan was, right? Like, I see what the game plan was. And because I had to watch the fight twice. I watched it when I did the live, but I got to have the sound down, right? So I don't get, you know what I mean? Now, so I was going to say demonetized. I'm not even monetized yet. But, I'm not allowed to play the fight in the background. So the next day I watched the fight with the sound. So I actually got to hear what was going on in the corner. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
What Calvin was saying, and I got to pay attention to a lot of different things and realize that. So the game plan was to be offensive, but physically and mentally offensive to force Frank. They kind of knew that Frank was going to was going to box the way he was, that he wasn't going to want to mix it up with Tank, right?
Yeah. Like, we knew he was going to be on the back foot, but the crazy thing about it is he didn't train to be on the back foot. So when I saying that, I was like, oh, it's over with. Like, he wasn't like, he not used to being on the back foot. He used to pressing. So when he started backing him up and he was just on the ropes, I think it was about round 5 or 7 where he was just stuck on the ropes. The same way he got knocked out. I was like, he's going to get knocked out just like that. I said it.
Right. Well, let me ask you a question. Was there any point, like, there was a couple times where Frank Martin actually connected, bro, on the counterpunch? Like, he hit.
Yeah.
There was a couple times when he hit Tank. Did you feel like, was it
no? Listen though, right? Like, Frank Martin, like didn't y'all see like Tank face, like with the little thing on his face?
Yeah.
That was from like him in a high guard position and Frank Martin hitting the glove, and his own glove is hitting him. You feel me? It wasn't like Frank Martin was like landing and doing that. He didn't do that. And I asked him that. I'm like, Frank did that? He was like, no. He was like, no, I had my hand up and like he told me to swing like a jab. And it connected to his little eye. I was like, yeah, that's true.
No doubt.
Got him with a few of them.
No doubt. So
he touched him though. He definitely touched Tank. Yeah.
No, he definitely touched Tank a couple of times, and I was really impressed by the way Tank was able to still stick to the game plan and strategy. I really feel like I enjoyed watching. Like I said, I watched the fight twice, and the second time was better than the first time because I actually got to see Calvin and Kenny working as well as Tank, and that was really impressive watching them work with each other, watching them communicate, watching Tank communicate to him about how much power Frank had and how much, you know what I'm saying? And what, you know what I mean? Like, no, we all good. And then I saw when Calvin was like, nah, it's time to start putting the punch combinations together. I think that loyalty and that belief they have in each other works so well because Tank really believes and listens to Calvin when he talks to him. Like what Calvin sees and what Tank sees, like Tank will tell Calvin what he sees, and then Calvin be like, all right, based on what you said, this is what needs to be done. And Tank will be like, bet. He'll give that head like, all right,
yeah,
he'll go in there and do that shit. In that round, he'll do that shit that they talk about in the corner.
Yeah, and like one thing, Charles Edward Cheese, I ain't capping. He even said it on Ali Setback. But yeah, bro, like Coach Calvin, if you notice, y'all gotta go on. I mean, I said Calvin, Coach Kenny. The last 4 knockouts, he was doing it on the mitts, on the punching bag. He was doing it. He was like swing there, and he gonna drop. And he did the exact same. Like, it's crazy, man. Coach Kenny really got to get his flowers, bro, because he liked that.
Hold on one second. Let me bring up one dude right quick because we still gotta talk about other shit. We gotta talk about David. We gotta talk about Antoine. We gotta talk about Twan. We gotta talk about a bunch of dudes still. But I know D-Block been in the back. D-Block been in the back, putting up his hands. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He is so bad. Yo, salute to the inevitable. D-Block, D-Town, Baltimore, stand up.
Facts! Hell yeah, baby. Hell yeah. We right here, Baltimore. You know what's up? We here to we here to hear you out. What's up, Claymore? What's up, Ray? You good?
What's up? I'm good, man. I'm good.
Man, bring that energy. I ain't got time for that shit. Oh, he did this, he did that. Nah. Don't give me that shit, bro. We here for the real shit. We coming for the real G's. And you already know what's up, man. Lomachenko's right there. Been ducking and dodging for 6 fucking years. Too damn long, man.
Is you putting your money on Loma?
You outgrowing too long, bro. What's up with that?
Is you putting your money on Loma?
Corner. And then we got the great Shakur Stevenson.
Somebody ain't gonna answer that question.
Wait, hold on, because you've been talking. So let me talk, if it's okay with you, my brother. We good?
Is you putting your money on Loma?
Hold on, let me talk. You've been talking. Can I talk, please?
Exactly. Go ahead.
Exactly. So what I said was Shakur Stevenson is coming with it. I don't give a fuck what they say. Oh, he runs. Like Calvin Ford said at the post conference. You see that shit? What he said? And they asked him the question with Shakur, and then Tank like, you know. And somebody said, oh yeah, he runs. Yeah. What the fuck is that about? What? Ain't you the real G? Ain't you the one that runs down the corner? Ain't you the one that blocks around the corner and you can make it happen? Make it happen with Shakur. Make it happen after 6 fucking years with Lomachenko. That's the thing, my brother.
I'm
Wait, hold on. You've been talking. Let me talk.
Honestly, I ain't, bro.
Hood Rich, let me talk, because I'm from the hood too. So let me talk too. I'm right here in my hood. My people right here with
you. You don't gotta be in the hood to talk to me, bro.
So what I'm saying is, because you say you hood rich, because you say your name right there, hood rich.
I didn't say nothing about no hood, bro. Rich. I'm not.
So like I said, I'm dealing my shit right here. I sell my weed. What the fuck?
I'm not worried about nothing you saying, bro.
So at the end of the day, like I say, I ain't trying to make it into something.
Are you intoxicated, sir?
All right. No. Hold on, my brother. Hold on.
Because you tripping, bro. You tripping.
You've been talking, but you don't like it when somebody talks back.
I'm not talking. I'm answering their questions, bro. I'm answering their questions.
We ready for it. We've been waiting for 6 years, my brother. Boxing's been waiting for
this. You Latino,
and
right?
Boxing don't forgive you for what you've been doing.
You Latino, right? We knocked out all you Latino niggas. So what you saying?
Man, don't give me that. I don't care about Latino. We talking about boxing. Boxing is a worldwide sport. We've been waiting for Lomachenko.
Well, you're talking about Loma, then you talking Shakur. You was just up here talking about Frank Martin. What happened?
Hood Rich. What's up with Lomachenko? Your boy been ducking?
He next.
Your boy been ducking?
And when we knock him out, I don't want to hear nothing.
You don't know that until you get in the ring.
Bro, I'm telling you.
You don't know that. You can say, but are you Tank Davis? What did Tank Davis say? He got nervous. He got nervous with Brian Garcia, especially think how he's going to feel with Lomachenko. And Loma Chico, you can't compare to Ryan Garcia. But he got nervous. The little man.
Claymore, this man intoxicated, bro. Get him off here, bro.
For your brother. Can y'all build a statue for your brother? Like Deontay Wilder? At least people from Alabama built a statue for that brother. Facts.
This nigga talking too much, brother.
Listen.
And he intoxicated. Talking too much.
I'm talking about something that I love, my brother. Boxing.
Did you ever been in the ring before?
No fake shit.
Have you ever been in the ring before?
Yeah, I've been in the ring before. Hell yeah, I've been in the ring before.
All right, look. Yeah, listen. I'm personally inviting you up them boxing gyms. Come hop in the ring with me. Come hop in the ring with me.
Man, we talking about boxing, my brother. You don't like it. It tickles you a little wrong way, don't it?
No, hold up. How you came up to me? You talk about hood this, hood that. Get in the ring with me. Yeah. Bet you I whip your ass.
Man, you could talk a lot, but you don't mean shit at the end of the day. You could tell you a lot, just like Tank Davis. He don't want that smoke, my brother. That's
Claymore.
For Claymore, 6 years, he don't want that smoke.
You got my Instagram, bro.
He don't want that smoke, my brother. Does he want the smoke? How long has he been waiting?
Hold on. Wait a second, man. Hold up, man. Y'all not professional boxers, bro. We talking about the professional boxers tonight, right? So listen, man. That's that. Oh, hold on. Salute to my brother, Freaky Fly.
Salute.
All right.
This man came up here tripping, bro. I'm answering y'all questions. He came up here tripping on me.
Yeah, I came up here to separate y'all two, man. This is getting crazy. What the heck is going on? I ain't even had no smoke for nobody. I'm coming up to try to separate y'all brothers. Can't we all just get along?
Can we all just get along?
Listen,
I'm not beefing with nobody. He came up here.
I gotta think about my content, bro. So I had to let y'all get a little bit. But hold up. So listen, right? At the end of the day, that's what this is all about. The energy right here. This energy is don't Cheese, please. Oh my God, please, Cheese, hold up. Listen, at the end of the day, bro. At the end of the day, Tank is on his game right now. He's gonna fight them all. I believe it. He's gonna fight Loma. He's gonna fight Shakur. Like I told you guys already, I think the winner is gonna be us at the end of the day. I think when he get up there at 140 and he fights Teofimo, we about to win. We about to win. We about to be in here going crazy. You know what I'm saying? When he fighting Shakur, even Devin. I know y'all don't like to hear it, but even Devin, when he fighting all these dudes, we winning. That's a guaranteed win. That's what you can bet on. Put your money on that. We gonna win that night. We gonna be sitting here watching the best fight, the best. And that's what it comes down to. I am gonna move it on though. I'm gonna move the needle a little bit. I'm gonna move it on because we got other fights to talk about. Because a lot of people have a lot of opinions on my boy David Benavidez. Even me, I can't lie to you. I wasn't impressed. I wasn't.
Can I say one thing after you, big bro? My bad.
No, you can say something now. Say something now. Go ahead.
I don't like how everybody degrading Benavidez, bro. Like, especially these quote unquote real boxing fans. Yeah, he looked it. You feel me? But he got to get the feel of things, bro. Like, that's like a light heavyweight moving up to heavyweight. He's not gonna get a knockout off the rip. He got to feel a weight class out, bro. And if y'all real boxing fans, y'all should understand that. Honestly,
that's a fact, bro. That's exactly what I was about to tap into. To say that, you know, I wasn't impressed as far as did I see that fight and say, yeah, I can't wait to see him fight Dmitry Bivol and Artur Beterbiev. No, bro. He has some acclimating to do to the division. And we have to. I know people don't like to hear excuses, and so what? Put it up your ass, bro. The man was hurt. He came in there with a cut over his eye that just healed up, and probably even heal up. You could see the scar there. He had ligaments that he had torn in his right hand. He had some injuries to his left hand. The man did not come in there 100%, bro, and he still threw them hands and pretty much won that fight hands down. You know what I mean? That was like a 9-3, 8-4 win. As far as I'm concerned, from Dave Benavidez, he won them rounds. So, but we could talk about it.
And like another thing, I feel like honestly, this my opinion. I feel like he overlooked his opponent because he already beat him up in sparring. I feel like he overlooked him, so he was like, "I'm gonna get in here, knock him out." You feel me? But it ain't go like that, and I still feel the same way. I feel as for Benavidez. I feel he still can beat Canelo, honestly.
I'm glad you
That's
said that.
my opinion. My opinion.
No,
My
I'm
opinion.
good. No, you're right. Listen, I 100% understand that. I'm glad you said that, though. That's all.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
man.
Because
That's a good conversation.
I've been saying like a lot of people degrading him. Oh, he a hype job. I knew he was this.
No,
Okay.
that's definitely not the case. 100% don't
Same
agree with
thing. Same thing with Andrade. Everybody thinks Benavidez beat him, they can beat him. Okay.
that. Right.
That's in
Right,
my
right.
opinion.
You know that at the end of the day, the narrative is always going to be that he was a weight bully at 168, right? And they're going to say that he came out to a division where he fought people closer to his size and he wasn't able to dominate. So now their arguments are legitimate about why he was who he was at 168. And I'm going to say like this: that's all good, bro. That's what it's all about, man. Make your arguments. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to defend David Benavidez as much as say that it did for me personally. That didn't move the needle for me as to who David Benavidez is. I know for right now, from what I see from David Benavidez, I know he's better than what he did there that night. Even with that slapping left hand that he was doing, that I think Ray Davis caught, and so did Ross Scott catch about that week. He even explained that he even said that in the post conference. He was like, "Yeah, if you guys pay attention to me, I was slapping with my left hand." He was like, "My left hand is hurt." He couldn't bring that over into a full fist. It was hurting him. You know what I'm saying?
It looked like it though.
Right. You can tell. So like and look, people are gonna say he's making excuses. What excuses he got to make? He won.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? What excuses he need to make? He could have sat there on that stage and been like, "Yeah, man, I felt great, man. That guy ain't on my." He could have talked. He didn't have to say what he said. There are no excuses for winning. Who makes excuses for winning and walking away with a belt? Nobody gonna make excuses for that. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna ask the panel: does David Benavidez stay at 175 and continue his mission? And can you see him competing against a Beterbiev or a Bivol, or does he need to go back to 168 and finish his breakfast?
Real quick, go ahead.
Go ahead, D-Block.
This is the problem that I had in that press conference before they fought. He said, "I'm gonna stick to 175, and I'm gonna go for undisputed." He was saying that for a while when he moved up. He said, "I'm too big. I'm not gonna make 168 anymore. I'm already coming up." Once he felt once he felt that real threat at 175, what happened at the post conference? He said,
"I noticed it."
What did he say? His demeanor and everything changed. He said, "Yeah, they could take my punches. Yeah, they're bigger guys." Now they asked him, "Do you want to take Bivol, Beterbiev, blah blah blah?" He said, "No, you know what? I'm gonna go back down and fight Canelo Alvarez." So that told me, where was all that hurrah and all this talk that you were going to be undisputed at 175, that you were going to take on the winner of Beterbiev and Bivol? You felt the power of what they had up there, even against Gvozdyk, which is a bronze medalist, and knocked out Stevenson back in the day, which was the boogeyman that even Kovalev didn't want to fight.
And was beating Beterbiev until he lost.
Exactly. But guess what?
Y'all don't think it's that he just won a fight? He still want the Canelo fight now? He thinking twice about that?
Nah. He felt that he retracted.
Yeah, I agree. I think
energy
changed. Go ahead.
No, it changed, man. His energy did change, man. And if I'll be honest with you, if anything was telling about that fight, was that
Thomas.
The performance in the ring didn't hurt me. Like, I'm like, I knew why he performed that way. I expected, you know what I mean? Gvozdyk ain't no lame. People picked Gvozdyk to win. Teddy Atlas, a lot of people out there look for the upset from Gvozdyk. So Gvozdyk was supposed to be a challenge, and he was a challenge for him, and that didn't throw me. The post-conference, the way he reacted to the experience did leave questions in my mind, and that's why this question is on the panel right now. As far as what does he do based on everything that we saw? Does he continue at 175? Does he look to move on and fight a David Morrell or fight fight the light heavyweights in the division until he get his opportunity for an undisputed title? Or does he go down to 168 where maybe he's a little more effective and clearly more comfortable?
I feel like honestly, he can do both. Honestly, I feel like he can do whatever. 175, 168. He can 168 Canelo, and I think that's what he said. If I'm not mistaken, I feel like he said I'll go back down to fight Canelo. That's what he said, though, right?
He said he.
Yeah,
I think he said. I think his words was, if I'm not mistaken, is I think I'm gonna go back down to 168 and try to get the fight with Canelo. I'm go there. 175 was okay. I wanted to give it a try, but I think I'm definitely good at 168, and I think that's what he was basically in his words. If I'm not mistaken, and y'all can tell me if I'm wrong or right. I accept it, whatever. I just think.
Wait, ain't that what I just said? And y'all said no. It's I don't think it's that
because we're explaining. That's what I'm about to explain. I think what he was meaning is, he didn't expect it to be what it was moving there. So he thinks he's better off campaigning at the lighter weight, rather he be a weight bully, if anybody wants to call him that, whatever. I'm not. Because he feels that he has more punch resistance and he can control the fight more and dominate the fight more as a boxer, as opposed to taking a challenge at the next level, whereas the competition is a little bit more his level, and it'll be harder for him to get undisputed or a real championship again. That's where I think he was going with it. He just didn't say it. But,
yeah, and like I gotta see him 100% up there before I say he should go there or he should go here. I gotta see him 100% in there. No excuses, no nothing. That's what I gotta see. That's all.
I agree 100%. Yep. But the question is, Hood Rich, and by the way, 2 cents, I'm coming at you right now. I know you're in the building, but Hood Rich, I think for me, it's what does he want to do? Does he feel that way?
Right.
I'm not going to hold you, man. It changed in the post conference. He became a lot more open minded, and I don't know if that's because of opportunity. And in my mind, I said, well, who's not going to take an opportunity to win the lottery and fight Canelo? So if Canelo calls, of course he's going down to 168 to go take that opportunity. But I don't know if he was saying it was just for the Canelo fight, or if he was saying that because he also said, I need to talk to my team and we need to see what's next. I don't know. It just seemed like at the end of that press conference, what I got was he's going to revisit what he said before.
Yeah.
Get back to us as the way he's going to do next. Whereas before going into it, it was like, yo, I'm making my campaign at 175. You know what I mean? I'm going to be up here. I'm going all the way up to undisputed. And then all of a sudden it was like me and my team going to talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like, and I feel like he thinking from like a fighter aspect. He like, man, if I go up here and lose, it's over with. You feel me? That's like this how fighters think. Once I lose my O, I'm not but to be headlining no nothing no more. You feel me? That's how they think. So he like, man, I might as well go back down here and get this Canelo fight before I can't get it. You feel me?
Right. Exactly.
An OG once told me, bro, young blood, work as hard as you can while you can, so you ain't got to when you can't. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yo,
right.
Shout out to 2 Cents Boxing in the building.
2 Cents.
What up?
Salute, 2 Cents. Salute.
What up, panel? D Block, I see you on another panel up here capping. But,
big cap.
But now okay. It's
frequency. Who?
As far as D Block.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Big cap up here.
Me and D Block be going there.
Yeah, when people say cap, they automatically think about me.
Oh man.
I was asking for frequent.
D Block where that cap backwards. Okay, but so
go ahead.
As far as David Benavidez go, when I seen the David Benavidez fight, I didn't know he was injured. I guess I didn't watch the post conference with David Benavidez, but when I seen him fighting, I didn't think he looked too bad. I felt like that was one of the better performances I've seen from Benavidez. I felt like his defense and head movement and footwork was better than I've ever seen it. And now that I know his hand was injured, that explains a little bit more. The only issue I was really having with him was that leaping hook he kept throwing like he was Roy Jones or something. I don't know why the hell he kept doing that. But after the fight,
was back there with him.
He was training with for real. Like he really was training with him like for like a day.
It was like Roy Jones about to ruin another fighter. But don't
do that to Roy. Don't do that. Don't do that.
That's Clay's favorite fighter of all time.
That's my favorite fighter, but don't do that.
And I think I came up here before and I said Canelo will probably pull Benavidez. Once Benavidez go up, he might try to pull him back down and fight him because, a lot of times that affects the fighter. But after I seen that fight, I seen his improvement in his footwork, his improvement in his head movement. I was like, damn, he might not get that Canelo fight. And from my understanding, I think one of the sanctioning bodies, I don't know if it's the WBC, WBA, whichever one it is, said that he only had 10 days to decide which weight class he was going to fight in. And that's not even with the guarantee of a Canelo fight. So I felt that was pretty strange. Like, why would you put a stipulation on him like that? Like, why are you making him choose? Because I feel like once he gets acclimated to the weight, and obviously once he overcomes some of those injuries, he'll be okay at 175. You know what I'm saying? I think he'll be all right up there.
We know why they making him choose though, 2 Cent, because you know, you got Canelo down there. You know, Canelo fights at both weight classes. So if he got his foot on both weight classes, then Canelo don't got nowhere to go. And they like, oh no, we ain't gonna let him do that to Canelo. So they making him choose one so Canelo can go to the other one.
And this is kind of leading off topic, but this is one of the reasons why I feel like we get into the discussion of, do the belts matter or not? Because it seems like they get to pick and choose, make up rules, and it gives them some level of control over the fighter's career. Benavidez has been the mandatory for Canelo for a few years now. And now when he tries to do something different with his career, you want to strong arm him and be like, oh, you need to pick a weight class. You know what I'm saying? And it's just not fair. So it's like, fuck them belts at this. You get what I'm saying? Fuck them belts at this point. Benavidez was the co-main event on the Tank Davis card. He's making himself into a star. Me personally, I don't think he needs Canelo. I understand that he wants to make the money and get the bag, but he don't need Canelo. I think the fact that Canelo won't fight him is vindication enough about him and his skill level. But I don't know if he's going to keep chasing Canelo or what he's going to do, but I honestly just think he just needs to move on, man. Focus on building his fan base up. He on a pay-per-view card. He could possibly be a main event next time. And I think that's just what he needs to focus on and move on, because Canelo playing games, the sanctioning bodies playing games. He just need to let it go.
Okay.
You said that perfectly, 2 Cents. You said that perfectly.
Claymore, can I say something?
Let me ask
Let me just tap and just say one thing right quick, just to say I agree with you 100%, 2 Cent, without a doubt. You know what I mean? But I do think that what it comes down to with a lot of these fighters is that personal mission that they have inside of them of what they need to have happen so they can check the boxes for themselves. And I think David Benavidez just really, you know, him and his team, Jose, you know, him with Senior and his whole entire family just feel like that Canelo Alvarez fight is destiny for them. And when you start thinking like that, like, I'm the one who's destined to knock this dude out. I'm the one who's been given that assignment. And if I get an opportunity, I'm going to do it because I know nobody else is going to be able to do it but me. And I don't want nobody else to do it before I get a chance to do it. So they get kind of consumed in it. But at the same time, I'm also somebody who's always advocated for David Benavidez to move on. That's part of the reason I caught smoke, you know what I'm saying, in Candyland, you know what I'm saying, was off the strength of me, you know what I'm saying, bringing up David Benavidez going up to another weight class and not chasing Canelo Alvarez until they take them belts, until they're willing to take them belts from Canelo Alvarez. He might have to accept the fact that Canelo will never give him that fight. And until those belts in the sanctioning body step in to make a move to put him in position to go get those belts, he has to do what the next best thing is, which is potentially go to 175. But 175's first experience wasn't an experience that was very favorable from his point of view. You know, a lot of fans have their opinions one way or the other. Like, you think it was a great performance and you think it was one of his best performances. Other fans feel like it was one of his worst performances and it showed that he's not built for the division. But David Benavidez showed for himself by the way he spoke on his experience. He spoke. He didn't like the way that division. He didn't like the way that fight felt. He didn't like the way it felt to be in the ring with that big dude and that his punches weren't effective. Hand injury or no hand injury. So we got to see how he feels about it. What that's going to dictate what his next move is going to be. Go ahead, D Block. I know you're going to say.
I had something to say.
No, Ray, go ahead. My bad.
All right. So listen, 2 things I heard that was wrong, and you even said it yourself. One, when did they mandate the fight for Canelo in Benavidez?
They never mandated.
Okay, so he's not a mandatory, correct? He's just the interim champion, correct?
No, he's mandatory though.
No. He's an interim champion. He's not the mandatory.
They can bend rules,
He's
bro.
the mandatory, but they're not mandating the fight.
Okay.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, everybody don't go by them same rules.
So exactly, that's exactly where I was going to go. So you're telling me that Devin was the mandatory for Lomachenko, and I don't mean to throw that out there, but I heard a lot of people go against that, right? Is that
Yeah,
what we're
yeah.
saying?
He
So
he
wasn't.
look.
No,
He
no, no.
was, but they didn't
Just
mandate the fight. The same shit.
okay,
My
okay,
bad.
okay. No, I just want to know because we get a lot of feedback back and forth with this. All right, now moving back to this situation. At the same time, we also said that actually, Hilbert, this is actually a question for you. If I'm not mistaken, if before your mandate or any of your your mandate is met, right? If I'm not mistaken, you can fight somebody in the top 10 prior to that, and it can satisfy a potential mandatory.
I think so. Yeah,
Right.
I think
So
so.
if
Yeah,
Canelo's been doing that for off and on with every sanctioning body, does that really hold him accountable for not meeting the criteria? That's the problem, and a lot of people don't understand that. And I was just actually breaking this down to Frequent Flyer and Clay the other day. That once you satisfy that mandatory, even though it's not presented as a mandatory, somebody in the top 10 before that happens, they can move that mandatory back. So Canelo's being very smart, and if he's playing by the rules, what can you do? It's not. It's really, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the question is, Rich, do you verify that though? That's actually a thing? That you can fight somebody in the top 10 and that satisfies a mandatory? I never heard that until Ray said that to me. I never heard that before.
I mean, but this how I look at it, right? If you was Canelo, Claymore, or Ray, if y'all was Canelo, would y'all fight David right now?
Hell yeah.
No.
It's a money fight.
No, like honestly, bro, like you Canelo.
If I was Canelo, right?
No,
especially now. Hold on.
Hell
Especially now that he just fought at 175, and I've seen some flaws in him, regardless of his hand being hurt. I'm definitely taking that fight. I'm actually putting that. Call his manager.
Nah, this is the reality.
I'm saying like
he understands boxing, right? Like at the end of the day, Canelo understands. Canelo has already made up his mind, in my opinion, about the actual adversity that sits in front of him in David Benavidez, the complications between him and Eddie Reynoso. They've already calculated that this is going to be difficult.
Right.
And this dude brings a certain set. So Canelo's dead set on not fighting this dude, bro. If I was Canelo, would I fight David Benavidez? Well, there's two parts. Let me not say no, right? There's a part of me that's a great boxer, if I'm Canelo Alvarez, who has a high skill set, who believes in myself, who don't care who it is. And if the fans think I should fight him and they think that he's better than me and I really believe in myself, I'm fighting David Benavidez. But then there's the other part of me who's got to be honest and say, looking at what Canelo's dealing with, he knows what his limitations are, what he can and what he can't do. And I'm going to say that he honestly believes that David Benavidez poses some problems that he don't necessarily have the solution for. And if I'm Canelo thinking like this Canelo, no, I don't fight David Benavidez.
Didn't Canelo say that if you was a fan of his and you cared about him, that you wouldn't want to see him get hurt? What that mean?
That means he's gonna get hurt, and y'all acting like y'all don't know.
I don't think so.
Claymore, can I say something?
Canelo beats Inevitable. I think Canelo does beat Benavidez. I'm telling you, I've seen some flaws in this game, and I see Canelo has fought bigger, stronger fighters and beat them, and came in close decisions with them. I'm just saying,
patient, bro.
Ray, you just like upsets and stuff, Ray. You like turmoil, death, and destruction.
That's not an upset if you're the champion and you've shown that you have beaten top competition before. It's not like he hasn't beat the top fighters.
Ray, can I say something? Yeah.
Showbiz talked about this a little bit earlier, right? Two things can coexist, and that's one of my favorite lines. Two things can coexist. Canelo has achieved everything that you're talking about, hands down. And at the same time, in the same sentence, Canelo Alvarez is ducking David Benavidez, bro. That's what he's doing, period. All accolades included, all the big guys who he fought before, all the great resume that he has a big resume. We're not trying to take that away from him, but at the same exact time, while all of that is true, you know what else is true? Canelo Alvarez is ducking David Benavidez, bro.
If you're afraid of a person, you can't beat him. We gotta assume that he can't beat him if he's afraid of him, bro.
Can I say something?
What's happening is he's ducking him, and everybody needs to know. Yeah. And it might be not only is he ducking him, this may be one of the biggest ducks in boxing history.
Can I say something?
Because it's so blatant with social media and the way he's talking. It's embarrassing, bro. Go ahead, D-Block.
What's the big duck name? His name Huey?
I don't know. Go ahead, D-Block.
Go ahead.
So we got to go like this. See, this is the thing that I see. David Benavidez has been in the 168 division for so long. Was it 9 years or some shit like that?
So like 9 to 10 years, yeah.
Yeah. He never wanted to unify. Once he won
He
that
tried to.
Hold on. Let me You've been talking, bro. Everybody's been talking. You know, he didn't want to unify with Plant. His own promoter said, you know, it's too early. We don't want to make that fight. And that's true. That's facts. That's on video. That's on ES News. That's on Fight Hype. We know this. They even met each other, right? David said he wanted to fight. Caleb Plant said that he wanted to fight, but his own promoter said, no, we're not going to make the fights too early. We know that Canelo Alvarez went to a division at 168 that was flawless, that nobody cared about, and he made it popular. He made it popping. He went in there for a whole damn year and won all the belts. Undisputed. Even took on the guy that you didn't want to fight for 3 or 4 years, right? He did that shit. And he did it a better way than David Benavidez. So this is what I got to say. David Benavidez is like the little brother that we have, if you have, because I got little brothers, right? They always want to look up to the big brother and say, man, I want to be like him. I want to have all the crowds. I want to have the pay-per-view events. I want to get paid like him. Canelo Alvarez went to 175, took on Kovalev. And y'all can say whatever y'all want to say. Oh, he cut him off for 6 weeks. Whatever. Y'all can say whatever you want. He knocked his ass out. And that was a legitimate title. Benavidez went to 175, fought Vosdick that fought 3 fighters last year.
What happened with Rivaldo?
4 years. Retired for 4 years. And couldn't even put the boy to the ground. Right? And not just that. At the press conference said, I'm going back to 168. Why? Because he knows he can't beat nobody at 175. He knows that he can't beat Bivol. He knows that he can't beat Beterbiev. At least there's been conversations. At least fucking Canelo Alvarez went to and fought Bivol, and you know what happened. He still took a challenge. But Benavidez, the monster that they say he is, can't even go up there and fight Bivol or Beterbiev to take the challenge. But this is the problem that I see. All the hate for Canelo Alvarez.
Bro, what?
Why he can't beat nobody at 175?
Bro, what is you talking about, bro?
See what I mean? They didn't listen.
He trying to fight Bivol and Beterbiev. They got a fight lined up, bro. He just told Canelo. You can offer me the bare minimum. You can offer me the bare minimum, and I will fight you. You can donate my purse. Talking about, bro.
Didn't Benavidez say that he was gonna fight them? Yes or no?
Bro, he said he wanted to fight both of them.
He can't fight him right now because they got something lined up.
Yes.
Yes.
Am I right or am I wrong?
Yes.
Okay. And what happened? What happened, Hood Rich?
They got a fight lined up. What is you like? What is you like crazy or something, bro? Like what you intoxicated or something, bro?
You know what I mean? How he gonna look
to fight talking about
when they got a fight coming up?
Like, come on, bro. What is you talking about?
What he's saying is he's not look. Benavidez right now is focused on the right things, which is activity. He's not waiting for nobody, and that's what I'll be honest with you. Like, shout out to Boots, man. I'm so happy he's about to be active. I was scared for him for a while, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. That I was scared for that brother, and I'm still. I want him to hurry up and get busy. But sitting around waiting for these opportunities that I have no contract in my mailbox.
Yeah,
I have no. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know if these Beterbiev isn't even guaranteed to make it. He might get old overnight. This dude is sitting here. Oh, you good, D? Damn, you good? Beterbiev, we don't even know if he's going to make it to the fight because he's just getting older and older every year. He's getting these injuries, and these injuries are reoccurring, and he's having to pull out of fights. You got Canelo Alvarez. David Benavidez is in a great spot right now where he has opportunities in either direction. He has opportunities that can open up with Beterbiev and Bivol, and he has opportunities that can open up with Canelo Alvarez, even with David Morrell in the light heavyweight division. From what I understood, what he was saying was that he's open to whatever the next opportunity is. He's going to be active. I don't see him necessarily saying he's not going to fight at 175 just because he says he's willing to go to 168. I didn't get that from the press conference. Although, like I said earlier, it did make me a little nervous when I heard him say him and his team are going to speak. But I understand. I'm not foreign to the idea of I'm not coming from David Benavidez's position, him speaking from I'm not waiting for nobody no more. It's not happening.
Right. That's what I'm saying, Clay. That's what I'm saying.
Clay.
But D-Block, you overlooking the fact they making him choose.
No.
Hold up, though. Let's keep the focus, though. What about why Canelo didn't fight Bivol? He fought
'Cause he got
Bivol
his
and
ass
lost,
whooped.
and then they were supposed to fight again. He ain't fight him again. Bivol even said he'll move down and fight him in his weight class
He
for the
still
belt,
said no.
and he said no.
Canelo said he wanted to fight him at 175, where
Right.
he lost.
And Bivol said, I already got him at
Why didn't he do it then?
Hold on. I'm gonna tell you, and I'm sure D Block can say it too as well. But I'm gonna say that what happened was he wanted to fight Bivol again at 175. Bivol said, "Nah, bro, I already beat you at 175. There's nothing for me to gain by giving you another shot to fight me. I'll tell you what I will do though. Give me a shot at those belts at 168, and I'll come get those belts." Canelo said, "Nah, bro, you ain't fighting me."
That was a dope.
Claymore.
Because he know.
But what did Canelo say? What did Canelo say? He said,
He just told you.
No, Canelo said, I don't want him to come down to 168 because they're going to say I depleted him. Yes or no, Claymore?
But bro, that's you getting your get back, bro.
That's
He don't want to get his get back.
Bivol is
This
saying,
nigga don't do his research.
Canelo did say that, but that's bullshit, bro.
Exactly.
But that's just a
It's cat.
How did Canelo deplete him when it's Bivol's idea?
That's exactly. Bivol's talking about it'd be different if Canelo was like, if you want to fight me, you got to come here to 168. Then Canelo would get that excuse, the depletion shit. But when Bivol is saying I'm coming down to 168, that's not business, bro. I done told you I'm coming down to 168. You don't know how healthy I'm gonna be or not healthy I'm gonna be. You don't want me to fight at 168 because you don't want me to come take them 4 belts around your waist that you use as your identity card to walk into greatness whenever the conversation comes up.
Yeah.
No, Clay, because if you care about Canelo, you wouldn't want to see him get hurt, bro.
Let's talk seriously for a minute. So to what you just said, Clay, if that's the case with Benavidez, back to him, why didn't he just take on another fighter at 175?
We don't know if hold up.
Why didn't he acclimate himself to the weight at that point?
How do you know he's not going to?
That's what I'm saying. How you know if he's not going to? Come on, bro.
He said he wanted to go back down to 168.
No, he did.
But he never said for sure that he's going to be at 160. He said he got to go with his team and look it over. That's what he said. We don't know who he's fighting
at.
What
was the first thing he said, though, before he said that?
Nah, let's just get.
What was the first thing he said?
He'd be willing to go back to 168 to fight Canelo. That's a dream of his. And then he said that he did not say he's going back.
What did he say about 175?
Bro, listen, bro. What are you saying?
If he don't fight Canelo, I guarantee you he don't fight nobody else at once. It's nobody else for him to fight, bro.
He's not going to 168 to fight nobody else.
David Morrell is at 175 now. What y'all forgetting? Like David Morrell just moved up. There's nobody for him to fight.
Claymore trying to make that fight for the last year.
He probably don't, but who is it in 168 for him to fight, bro?
Claymore.
Yes.
Didn't David Benavidez say he's done with 168 before the fight?
Yes.
He said he was going to go to 175, and that's where he was going to stop.
Bro, you can say anything when you right there.
That's what he said.
Okay.
He said he would come back for
we all agreed a minute ago. We all agreed a minute ago that he felt that it was tough up there. Now we're disagreeing.
Yeah, bro, he said that. Yeah, he said it, bro. But when time go on,
you trying to stake it. You trying to have it
one
way.
Hold on, I'm not staking anything. I'm quoting the words that
he definitely is now, though, bro. Because look, like if you think about it, bro, when time go on and you chilling, bro, and you thinking about shit, your mind is subject to change, bro. Like, bro, how many times we do stuff in a day, bro?
He changed.
That's crazy. That's crazy, bro.
From before the fight to post fight, he changed his mind.
Bro, he can say whatever he wants, but when that fight gets signed, it's going to be somebody at 175. There's nobody for him to fight but Canelo. If he fight Canelo, it's 168 for sure.
I mean, he got him Billy. That's a good fight for him.
He's not going down there to fight no damn.
He's not going to fight him.
You're doing the most right now, bro. That's
right?
There's nothing that was said in that post-fight conference that should have y'all believing that he's going down there to fight anybody but Canelo Alvarez. No? Anybody? McGear?
Fight him. Fight him.
I'm just saying. My
Stop
point
it, Ray Munguia.
Stop it what? McGear's not
Munguia a good fighter, bro. He's a good fighter, but I think McGear about to fight somebody. Bro.
Okay, but he just fought, so that gives him time after the fight. My point is there's time. If you're waiting for these two to fight and you're going to go back down until that happens, right? Then you can go down and fight McGear. You can fight somebody else. And then Whether you stay up there and fight somebody at 175 or you go down. I know he has time to think about it. Every boxer says the same thing. Yeah, we're gonna sit back, talk to our team. We're gonna see which direction we're going. If we're gonna stay here,
Right.
I respect that. But the point is, and what D-Box said 100% is that he said he was going to 175 to unify.
Right.
Said, then he said after the fight, he got to rethink it. So there is saying that, yo, there's some issues I have up there.
It's doubt.
And right. So instead of me, I'm gonna pick and choose later on what I'm gonna do.
All right, look, I got a perfect example. Sorry to go ahead. Go.
I will do that, or me being Benavidez. You know what? I'm gonna go take an easier fight up there. You know what I mean? Just a kickback fight, fill the division out, see how I feel, and get acclimated, and then take on the winner of that fight. Or
exactly.
I'm gonna go 168. I'm gonna find somebody to fight, maybe get another belt for interim, and then I'm gonna go fight Canelo because I got 2 of them, and somebody gonna force me to fight him.
All right, look, it's just all right. So since we talking about weight and stuff, right? I'm about to go out of the context right now. So look, right, it's the same. For what you're saying is the same thing that Devin Haney did, right? Hold up. Listen, I will go back down to 135. After he fought Regis, he said, "No, I'm standing at 140." That's the same thing, though, right?
But he didn't say it after he fought Regis.
He did, bro.
He said he's not going back after.
He's not going back after Regis, right? He said that, right?
That immediately that he was not. Before that, he said he wanted to see how he felt at 140.
He said the only fight I will go back down for is a Tank fight.
Right. He did.
David Benavidez, the only fight I will go back down for is a Canelo fight.
I don't think he said the only fight.
It's the same shit, right?
He didn't say the only fight he would go down for.
He said he was done talking about Canelo Alvarez. He was ready to just move on. So you got to look at it like that too, bro.
You're right. People have the right to change their mind.
Everybody got their own opinion. Y'all right.
You're right.
Go ahead, Clay. Next subject. Or you looking for something?
He reading some news right now, or he watching a quote.
I'm pulling up that David Benavidez part.
Come on, man. We over it.
But no, though, for real though, like mine's is subject to change though, bro. Like when we sit down and think about shit, bro, like I'm gonna go into work today. Oh no, I'm gonna clock out today. I don't feel like going. Like your mind is subject to change, bro.
Hey, Hood Rich, I'm with you, man. I'm with you. The defense for Canelo is crazy right now.
Here we go. Hold on a second.
Canelo ducking, bro. It ain't. He just ducking. Ain't nothing. Just say.
Go ahead. Drop it.
All right, here it goes.
The fight was over and you were announced as the winner, the crowd was really into it. Do you think that helps you at all in terms of trying to convince Canelo to take the fight? Because obviously, you know, now he can't say that you're not popular or whatever, that you seem like you showed you had a big fan base as well.
You know, to be honest with you, you guys keep asking me about Canelo. I do not care about Canelo. Like,
woo!
I want to make my own lane. I've been trying to get that fight with Canelo for a long, long time. And as you can see, I got the star power now. You know, people love the way I fight, and you know, they interact with me really well, but that'd be a big fight. That'd be a really big fight. I think everybody wins. The world of boxing wins. The fans win, and you know, this is a fight that we got to get going on. And you know, if he really believes that he's the best in the world, then come beat me and come shut me up. But it's still gonna be right here.
Exactly.
Like I said, I'm gonna keep showing you guys why I'm the Mexican one.
There it is.
Okay.
You want you know, staying at 175, bro. I'm
Claymore,
down there
show
for
the conference before that.
Go watch the interview in the ring.
Go watch.
I don't care what this don't. So
come
this
on.
don't count.
Claymore,
Yeah, Clay.
show
Yeah,
the conference
Clay.
before that.
So this one don't count.
Show the conference before that,
That
Claymore.
count. That's
They all
valid.
count. They all count. We're not going. I'm not saying that. They all
All right.
count.
So for us to sit here and say that, why won't he fight somebody else at 175? It's just not true, bro.
Claymore, show the conference before that. What he said.
We don't gotta do all that, bro. He said what he
You have
said.
to do it. You have to do it.
What's more important is what he said last, not what he said before,
We
bro.
going by the man by his word. A man is always entitled. How do you respect somebody? They go by the word. And that's how my
You
dad
talking about somebody going by their word?
So
Canelo ain't going by his word.
So what's the issue? You just don't. What's the issue? You
Canelo
just don't
won't
want him to
even
fight Canelo. You don't want him to chase Canelo. What's the deal?
That's what it is.
Hold on.
That's what it is right there.
Conference on Wednesday. And what he
You
said,
talking about a
he said,
man?
I'm done talking about Canelo.
Okay, he
Is
said that.
Canelo a
Okay,
man?
let's say he said. Let's say he said that. Let's say he said that.
He did say that.
Okay,
Is
he said
Canelo a
that.
man, though?
Okay, he said that. So what? You don't want
Hold
him to
up,
fight
hold up,
Canelo?
frequent.
What's your beef with it?
No,
Hold
no,
up,
no, no.
frequent.
He
Hold
said
up,
he was
frequent.
going to be undisputed, but he thought it was 12. So he has to move back down.
He wanted to
Right?
be this. He might want to be undisputed in the lower weight class with one fight by fighting Canelo.
He said he was done with 168. Yes or no?
Right now, he's in. The last thing he said was him and Canelo would be a great fight, right? And everybody will win. The fans will win, and it's a fight that need to be made. That's what he said, right?
I like
So
how
what's
you
the
just want to
problem with
push your
that? He want
narrative.
to fight the best. Is Canelo the best?
Oh, hell yeah. He's a
So why are
legend.
we trying to So why are we trying to talk bad about a man for wanting to fight the best? That's what we want to see. The best fight the best, right? A lot of people think that the Mexican Monster is the best. A lot of people think, even more people think that Canelo is the best. So
Let me
why
ask you
not
a
let
question.
those two fight each other, bro?
Let me ask you a question. In that fight Saturday night, did you think that Benavidez is going to knock him out? Yes or no?
No, I didn't think that David
man.
Benavidez was going to knock him out because David Benavidez punches don't look like it was affecting him that much enough to knock him out. But he outclassed him, though. He showed
Before the fight.
Oh yeah, before the fight.
There you go.
I didn't really.
Exactly
I didn't
what
really
I'm
know
saying.
because I didn't know the other dude. I'm
Well,
gonna
then
be
you don't know
honest. I didn't know the
boxing
other
then. You don't
dude.
know boxing.
I didn't know
All
the
right,
other
look.
dude like that. I never saw none of his fights, so I didn't know.
And I
you know,
did. I
he
know
was gonna knock.
who he was.
All right, look. Hold
So
up,
you
hold
thought?
up.
So you're saying
Hold
you
up,
thought he
frequent.
was gonna knock him out?
No, I said I knew who Bostic was, and I knew it was going to be a tough fight.
No, but I'm asking you.
No.
Did
Hold
you
on.
think he was gonna knock him out?
Benavidez was saying he sparred him 2 or 3 times, and he put him on the
He not
ground.
answering the
He said it was
question,
going to
bro.
be an easier fight for him to fight him. And look what
Okay,
happened.
but what's the
Karma up the ass.
significance of you asking me if I thought he was gonna knock him out? Because
He
I
act like
didn't
he
know. I didn't
lost.
know.
And I'm telling you that Benavidez said it was going to be an easy fight. And guess
You
what happened?
saying karma though, like he lost or something though? He ain't lose, brother.
He said it was going to be easier than the sparring match. That's what David
All right,
Benavidez
look.
said.
All right, look. Check this out. Canelo a man though, right? He a man, right? Why he not fighting David then? If he a man, since you said we talking about man, right? Why he not fighting David? He a man, right? And I like Canelo, bro. I like Canelo, but we gotta keep it real, bro.
I'm keeping it real. Don't talk a lot. Don't talk shit. And then at the end of the day, when you get punched in the mouth, your ass comes back and says, "Oh my God, I was wrong." Get out of here with that shit, bro. You ain't the man.
Even with
You not him, bro.
even with
You
injuries
not
though,
him.
the
You
nigga
ain't
down
him.
there
He's not
broke
him,
his
bro.
hand, bro. That's all I'm saying. Like the nigga wasn't 100%, no excuses, but he still won the fight.
100%. But you giving him excuses.
All right.
He won the fight or lost the fight, bro.
Listen.
I don't really care.
Listen,
We'll move on
right?
to the next topic.
No. Yeah, we're gonna move on too because
Y'all brung it up.
No,
look, at the end of the day,
I was just continuing from the conversation. But go ahead.
listen,
all right.
I was looking.
Yeah, because he's talking like that was a hard fight for Benavidez. It didn't look like it was that hard for me. You know, it didn't look like it was that hard to me. But I didn't think that he was going to knock him out from watching the fight because his punches didn't seem like it had enough pop to knock the dude out. But he clearly outclassed him, though. It definitely wasn't a hard fight, bro.
When did you ever see David on the ropes and gassing out in the later rounds? When?
David
Regardless, before that, he beat the brakes off the dude.
When did you ever see David Benavidez gassing out and he's the monster?
No, I haven't.
and on the ropes?
Listen, hold on. Wait. Everybody, hold on. He's been known to have great conditioning and to be a high, you know what I'm saying, a high output puncher, right? He punches a lot. He doesn't get tired. There was some conditioning issues
Thank you.
that he was dealing with in the fight. Coming around the 6th, 7th, 8th round, you saw him starting to gas out a little bit. That was the first time me personally seeing David Benavidez like that. Look, everybody's not going to be perfect. Things happen. He went into the fight with injuries.
Exactly.
He tried to get the guy out of there early because of the injuries. He tried to get the guy. He was throwing a lot of punches in between round 1 and 5, and he probably did blow his gas a little bit. But we know who he really is, and we know, just like you're saying it right now, you're saying right now, when was the last time we ever seen him act like that? And that needs to be taken into consideration and understand that clearly that wasn't the regular David Benavidez, and we didn't get to see the regular David Benavidez compete.
Thank you, Claymore.
We can't make our decisions based off of what was on the ring that night. We have to see him be the David Benavidez we know he is in the ring, see him not be competitive, being a full 100% David Benavidez before we can make a decision as to how effective or ineffective he's going to be in any weight class. But just to kind of close it out, just to say that, look, man, like Hoodrich said, fighters say things, they think about it. Terrence Crawford went and said he had no plans of fighting Canelo Alvarez. Came on the fucking Breakfast Club 3 days later and said, you know what, I thought about it. I want to fight Canelo Alvarez. Fighters think in the heat of the moment, fighters say things, and they think they're going to stick with it, and they think about it a little more. They speak with their team, and them and their team come together and be like, nah, dog, you know what? We ain't got no pressure on us to do one thing or the other. We going to do what's going to benefit us. And in a moment of clarity, it's nothing for David Benavidez to say, you know what? Even if David Benavidez said he wasn't going to go back to 168 for nothing, he could come back later and say, except for Canelo. You feel me? He could come back and say
I see that people definitely change their mind, man.
And that does not mean,
I agree with that.
And that does not mean if he says he wants to come back and fight Canelo at 168 that he's scared of fighting niggas at 175. That's why he's saying it. That's not what that means. But what it means is there's bread there. There's an opportunity there. He's thought about it for himself. More importantly than the bread and the opportunity, more importantly, it's a dream of his. It's what he thinks he was put here to do. So he's going to call that out for what it is. We don't got to hold him to only the words we want to hold him to. And when he says something else, go, nope. That's not what he said before. Nope.
Right. Because all these fighters do it. If we keep it 100, all these fighters do it.
And yesterday, not what you saying today. That's just BS.
But hold on. If I'm not mistaken, though, I didn't say anything about him fighting Benavidez or Bivol or being afraid or anything. Somebody else said
what
that.
You said, I'm gonna be real with you, Ray. What you said was, let me tell you what you said. Tell me if I'm wrong or not. You said what you said was if he's serious and he believes he could fight somebody at 175, why isn't he fighting somebody next at 175? That's what you said.
Okay, but what does that got to do with Bivol and Bivol? I was going off the fact.
Bivol.
I didn't say you did. Someone on the panel said at the time that he didn't want to fight Bivol and Bivol, and he chose to go back down. That's what someone said after this fight because it was a tough fight for him, and they don't think he stands a chance. I was saying if that's the case, acclimate yourself with a lesser opponent until that fight happens. Or
like Andre Ward.
But you're saying it as if he's not going to.
According to what he just said for his next fight or next thing, he's thinking about Canelo. So that is what I'm saying.
No. That's not what he said. You're listening into it. I'll play it again.
I'm going based on what you guys are saying.
You're not going on based on what he said because what he said was no. What he said was you guys keep bringing up Canelo Alvarez. Truth be told, I don't give a fuck about Canelo Alvarez. But if Canelo Alvarez wants to fight, call me out and shut me up and tell me you the best. But I came in the 175 to make my own lane. That's what he said. And that's what I'm going to do. He was answering the question of a reporter
interviewer
asking about Canelo Alvarez, and he said, "Listen, I'm tired of talking about this dude. But if y'all really want to know what's up, I'll go down there to fight that dude. If he wants me to fight, I will go down there to fight him. But outside of that, I'm not studying that dude no more. I'm looking to make my own lane at 175."
There you go.
Off of what he said right there and say that if he really wants a fight or get ready for a better Bivol or Bivol, if he really wants to make his own lane at 175, why is he not fighting his next fight at 175? You don't know what his next fight is going to be. He did not say that his next fight is going to be at 168. He did not say that.
Okay, so we're taking quotes. We're taking quotes from that. But yet in the ring, he said, I'm going back to fight at 168. He said it.
Oh, God. Okay.
Bro,
all right.
He said he was going back to 168, and he said, you know what I mean, about 175. That he wasn't cool there. What's up?
Ray, what did Andre Ward do?
He retired.
Like you said, before fighting Kovalev, what did he do?
He went up and beat him up.
He acclimated himself to that division. Yes or no?
He beat him twice.
No, I'm saying before that fight, they were hyping it up with HBO. What did Andre Ward do? He acclimated himself to that division.
For it.
Exactly. Benavidez was never going to go up there 175 and beat Bivol or Beterbiev. That's the facts.
We don't know that. We don't, bro. He wasn't 100%. Y'all acting like he was 100% fighting that guy.
Hold on, I'm not co-signing that. Don't say y'all. I don't know if that'll happen. He can catch him on a bad night. We don't know. He can have an excellent night. We don't know. We can't foresee the future.
Why do they make this shit so hard to find, bro?
But
I hate that.
because it disappears in Twitterverse. No, I'm just messing with you. At the same time, I don't think he wants to. I think he could have went up there. He could have, and it being a tough fight. I think he was like, okay, I'm going to go up there and fight as the guy on the line to get a shot at the titles. Is that not what he did? Turkey put that fight together. It's cool.
Yeah, Turkey said he'd make it.
Right. So with him doing that, that was a great move. That doesn't mean that he's not going to do it. As Clay said, I never said that. What I'm saying is his first quote of words was, I want to go back. Hold on. Let me paraphrase. I'm going to 168. I'm more comfortable there. 175 is good, but I need more to do it to get to 175. He was tired, bro. You can see it wasn't that he was ineffective. He was out of shape for that division. He put on too much weight and it wasn't working for him. 7 pounds or not. I see somebody even put it in the chat. Bro, he was tired. He beat himself.
Yep.
Beat himself. And I think he every opportunity as a fan of boxing, I think he can move up and do that. And what you're saying, D-Block, is that if he wanted to fight somebody, you know what I mean? He went and took the belt. He got the belt for the next fight, right? That's cool. So guess what? Now you go fight somebody lesser, maybe in the rankings that, you know what I mean? That's an easier fight that you're supposed to beat, right? Until that fight happens. And then you see how you feel then. It's only one fight. He only took one fight. And it seems like he was like, okay, I took the training wheels off, put them back on. That's what it seems like what he was saying to me. Now, if y'all didn't hear that, that's okay. It's subjective. You hear what you want to hear. That's what I heard. I heard him say, like, yo, I think I'm better off at 168 for now, and we'll revisit 175.
Yo, what the fuck?
Hey, Claymore, I got to go.
He's better off at 168, bro.
Ray.
Come on, bro.
I'm paraphrasing. I just said I'm paraphrasing. I didn't say
paraphrasing hard body, right? Like, that's not what he said at all, bro. He just, that's not what he, I didn't hear that at all. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't hear that at all.
Claymore, Ray, my bad, bro. I appreciate you for letting me be on the panel. Thank you so much, everybody. Hood Rich, nothing but respect. I love talking about boxing. And everybody from here, man, I got nothing but love and respect. You know, this show is popping. Thank you so much. Follow me on Twitter, which my post tonight did almost 240,000 views on Twitter.
Respect, bro.
And I got nothing but love for that. And I respect my people that follow me on Twitter. And on Instagram, Adrian Reyna.
Keep going, bro. Keep going.
And I love everybody. Thank you so much. And it's just about boxing. We want the best to fight the best. Thank you so much. And I respect all of y'all. It's a never.
I respect you too, bro. Salute, bro.
T-Ville. Baltimore.
Facts. Hey, Clay, I'm surprised you ain't throw Ray in the back yet, man.
Ray crazy tonight, bro. He going in tonight. I'm trying to find the in the ring interview, and they don't have it nowhere on YouTube. So it is what it is. I've been looking the whole time.
Hold up.
Hey, Ray. And throw him in the back, bro. A couple times. They bring him back up.
Go ahead.
Hey, Ray, why didn't you go for Frank Ma?
No. I'll tell you what I said. And it's on file. You can go back last week, watch it last week. Matter of fact,
tread lightly, Ray.
Everybody heard me.
No, you good. You ain't got to tread lightly.
No.
I'm talking about for me because I heard what Ray said.
I said that he was going to drop him in the 8th round with a body shot. I said Tank is going to win with a body shot in the 8th round. I clearly said that. 8th round. I called it. What I also said is I want to see the challenge. I would like to see, just like I said with Devin, I would like to see the challenge. I would like to see the adversity of Tank. And I would like to see Frank probably put him on his pockets, is what I said, and make it a tough fight. That's what I said. I said, and I said, Frank has a good opportunity to win this fight. And Clay said, if I'm not mistaken, Clay said, hold on, whoa.
Yeah, don't bring him in it. The focus is on you, bro. But Ray, hold on, Ray.
Let him go. Hold up, freak one, hold up. Let him go.
And Clay said, I ain't gonna lie. No, stop. Hold on.
Let me come out, bro. They got us.
See that, right?
They caught us, bro.
They got us. Come from behind the car, bro.
They caught us, Clay.
Nah, it ain't even that way. I'm telling what I said. It goes off of that. See, y'all be trying to hide y'all side. Listen, it was like, I ain't gonna lie. I'm rocking with Frank though. You know what I mean? I would like to see him get that win. And I say, you know what? I understand that and I feel you.
Underdog story.
I said I feel that too. because I think it's good for boxing, is what I said. And then I said because then it brings a new shining light to boxing. But I said I still think Frank is going to get dropped in the 8th round with a body shot. Literally said that.
And I said,
hey Clay, the detectives they gave Clay. They gave Ray a soda and a sandwich, bro, and he's snitching on everybody.
Hold on. Look, Rich, how many times they quote me on here for saying something wrong, right?
No, hold up. But this what I wanted to say though, Ray. This what I wanted to say though, Ray. You was just going crazy on that man about him changing his mind. But in the beginning, you told me Frank Martin was the dark horse and he can beat all of them and all of that other stuff. And then all of a sudden you changed your mind and said what you said just now. So why you can change your mind, but David Benavidez can't change his mind?
Now you reaching.
Me and you had a long argument on the phone, and you tried to argue me down and say Frank Martin could beat everybody at 135.
No, I didn't. That was, first of all, I said
Clay.
I said, hold on, let me finish. I said on Candyland, I said that he's the dark horse and he has an opportunity to beat everybody. Use my words clearly. Opportunity. He's a dark horse. He's a good fighter. And I said that's when Devin was the champion. That's what I said. That was back when, like a year or two ago. That's what I said. And that was my quote from what I said. I never said that he can't beat him in this fight. I definitely said that he will drop him with a body shot.
All right, hold on.
I was just speaking to you changing your mind, though.
Hold on. Let's get some order here, right? At the end of the day, Ray Davis, including myself, we picked Frank Martin to lose the fight. I picked him to lose the fight. Now, I did say though that, I remember that. I'm rooting for Frank to win though. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm rooting for. And that's what I meant. You know what I'm saying? But I did see Frank losing the fight. I didn't think the experience was going to be there for him to really match with what Tank could do. And I wasn't shocked at all at the ending of the match, except for excited. I ain't gonna lie. I was very excited about the way Tank was able to execute the game plan and put that boy out. That was some exciting shit. But look, you know what I mean? It is what it is. Yeah, I was rooting for Frank Martin to win the fight for sure, but not shocked at all that Tank won. I expected Tank to win, to be honest with you. I'll be honest with you. I thought it might have been sooner than that. But
why you wanted him to win? Why you wanted Tank to lose though?
You know, it wasn't that I wanted Tank to lose. I wanted Frank to win.
That's the same thing.
Hold on.
I think it's a difference.
No, that ain't the same thing.
Yeah, like if I say I want Tank to lose, that's kind of hating on Tank. Like, I just want Tank to lose. That's not what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? But you got to root for somebody. You know what I'm saying? I was rooting for Frank, the underdog, the dude who came in the way, the way he got picked to do the fight. Nobody expected him to win. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it came out wrong. I wasn't trying to say that you was hating on Tank. I was trying to get the reason why you wanted Frank to win. Because you about the fans.
Everybody love an underdog story, bro.
Well, that, and like I said, I think it changes the landscape of boxing when stuff like that happens, because then you have the fan base changes, the stories change, the lines change, the fights change, and it creates more positive things in boxing. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think that if Tank were to lose, you know what I'm saying, that would make everybody human again. Right. You know what I'm saying? And now fights are getting made. That'll make everybody, you know what I'm saying, make fights possible that were hard to make. But I'll be honest with you, at the same exact time, I wasn't thinking like that going into this, because I already believe that Tank is going to make all the fights happen. You feel me?
That was the answer I was looking for, because that's what you told me. You said, it'll make everybody, calm down, because the Tankamaniacs or the Tinkerbells was going crazy out here, man. They was running. Let me ask
y'all a question. Why is Tank's resume so highly scrutinized? Is because he don't, quote unquote, fight for the belts, for the accolades, or what? Because we can go about y'all, the best fighters, quote unquote, that Tank not fighting, and we can run down their resume, and let's be honest, their resume not that great either.
Facts.
Hey, 2 cents. Those dudes would be the weird dudes though, because you will never find us talking bad about Tank's resume though. Not us three that's up here.
Not being up
Shit, D Block, you will. You'll catch D Block talking about it.
Well, yeah, but no.
You can't take D-Block serious.
What it is it's not. And I'm not speaking for nobody out there who's saying what you're saying. As far as if there's people out here knocking his resume, that's their business. I don't knock Tank's resume. I want Tank to fight who I want Tank to fight, and that's what I campaign for.
And it's going to happen.
When people respond to me with conversations like he don't need to fight who I want him to fight because he's fought people like whoever they want to bring up in his resume, as if I'm belittling the people in his resume because I want to see him fight the fighters I want to see him fight, that's when I'll defend it. But I'm gonna be real with you. The Tank fans, and I'm just gonna be 100 with you. The Tank fans turn it into a hating on Tank shit. When they want to defend.
They do.
They turn it into that, and that's never what it is. I'm rooting for Tank. I want to see. I keep telling y'all, if I want to see Tank fight the best in the world, I'm already letting you know I think Tank is one of the best in the world.
Exactly.
Rip. That's what's happening. If I say I want to see Ray Davis fight Mike Tyson, you know what that's saying about Ray? You feel me? I'm automatically letting you know that he one of them guys, and I want to see him fight against Mike Tyson. That's not me knocking
dudes, bro.
Knocking Ray. If I go, yo, I want to see Hood Rich. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I want to see how Hood Rich look in the ring with Shakur Stevens. If you come,
Clay,
you want to see Hood Rich just get beat up. You fans is weird when y'all say that.
I don't get that either. You just want to see him lose.
You just want to see him lose. Like, damn, nigga.
Because I want to see him fight a competitive fight. That shit don't even make no sense.
But believe it or not, that's how people be. Somebody asked me, what did Devin Haney do to deserve a fight with Gervonta Tank Davis? Like his accolades is not, better than everybody else that was on that he fought.
I don't know who said that. I don't know who said that.
Hood Rich, there's a lot out there, and I'm back freaking up on this because it's been every excuse is the weight, the money, who has he fought, this guy not on the same side of the street.
See, that's the clown ass fan. I'm like, they the clown fan, bro.
But let me say this.
Let me rock real quick.
Go ahead.
I was like, this guy wants to fight. He's been calling him out based on whatever, and I don't even want to talk about what happened after the fight because that is a scrutiny and distraction of what took place last weekend, and I don't want to talk about it. Anyway, based on that, this is how I look. I'm like, if the dude said, when it's time, I'll fight him, right? So we got to respect what Tank said. I'm ready. And then when he said he on his hit list, I was good for that. Okay, we got it.
But
Hood Rich,
hold up, bro.
Let me say this.
Hold on, let 2 Cents cook.
This is the thing with the side of the street argument. Like nobody ever wants to be real and acknowledge the fact the Tank and Shakur fight. Cool, everybody want to see it, but we got to acknowledge the fact that Bob has already said he's not making the fight. He's not making the fight. He said, why would I have him fight Tank when I got people he could fight here? Fast forward to now, you can clearly see he's willing to make the Loma fight, but he's not willing to make the Shakur fight. Why? None of that is on Tank. Oh, it's in the contract. It's in the contract for what? He already said he's not going to make the fight. He won't even let Shakur fight Loma, and they on the same side of the street. So the whole Tank, Shakur, Tank ducking, like, I just want to be clear when you try to bring that up, it's always excuses. It's Tank that he could do what he want. No, he can't. That's not how the business of boxing works. So that conversation to me is null and void, and it's a mute point. If Shakur want to fight Tank, he got to get away from Bob. Period.
Yeah, facts. Like, and I've been saying that, bro. Like, I've been saying that. Like, something going on. Like, something is going on over there with Shakur, bro, that nobody know about, and it's real, bro. Like, I don't know if they're trying to blackball him or what, but it's real, bro. Like, but everybody don't know this. Everybody don't know this, bro. Like, that's facts.
I agree.
Hood Rich, but what I want, let me say this real quick, Ray. Hood Rich, see D Block, he be saying a lot of things, and y'all pin that stuff on us. He's not even a Devin Haney fan.
I know that.
Clay's not a Devin Haney fan. Y'all just throw everybody that say something that y'all don't like against Tank in with Hanos clan or Devin Haney fans or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That stuff don't be coming from us, yo.
But
You got to stay false claiming. Ain't no
he was like, yo, y'all be throwing that bullshit that
yo. Anyway, and it was shout out to D Block, bro. I ain't gonna kill him like
no,
that.
shout out D Block.
But anyway,
D have fun on here. Me and D Block have fun on here.
I know. But what you just said 2 cents is just one part of what people say. I'm not saying you say it. I'm not saying anybody else says it. I don't talk about sides of the streets. I talk about making a fight happen.
But you can't ignore it though, because it's part of it.
It's not about ignoring it. Things can happen. Money talks sometimes, right? We all know money talks. That's number one. Number two, if it's meant to happen, it's meant to happen. First of all, he was the WBA super champion, and the other gentleman was the WA champion. They could have unified those titles. They could have unified, and they offered to do it even once when Loma was a WBA champion. So they could have unified that title to force that fight to happen. And that would have went across the board, whatever side of the street, purse bid, whatever case may be. So obviously the entertainment part of the fight between the managing side, the business side, because I really don't talk about the business side because I don't give a shit about the business side. I care about what happens in the ring and the results of what happens in the ring or what leads up to the fight. Those things besides the business side that are on our scopes, not behind the scenes. So on that whole business side, that's on them. Like that has nothing to do with us. So as far as us being fans, we are calling for it. It should be booked because I know when I used to watch the fights back in the 80s, when I was a kid, guess what? They happened.
Different time period.
All this stuff is old news, though. We know about the 7-fight deal or whatever, though. That's supposed to be going on. This like old news that we addressed a lot of times before or whatever.
And they wasn't getting paid no money back then.
Fight.
It doesn't even matter if it was getting paid. They were still fighting for legacy and the legendary status.
Yeah, but then you see them now and they can't talk and they fucking homeless.
So what? That's true. But what homie say? What little homie Tank say the other day when they asked?
Bro, you can't take no belt to the bank and be like, you feel me? Like
what Champ Side say to ask Tank the other day?
I don't know.
He asked him who he plans on fighting in the interview, and he says, "Does he plan on going undisputed?" And Tank said, "Absolutely."
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm with that. So belts do matter a little bit, right?
So when he wasn't going for the belt, it was like, oh, he not. So now that he going for the belts, it's still something. It's going to be something regardless.
I'm happy. Me personally,
it makes me happy.
I'm happy about what Tank doing, but
no, not y'all. But it's still a lot of people out here saying it.
The thing is, though, this what it is, though. Rich and Hood Rich and 2 Cents. When Devin Haney, all of them guys was at 135. Not just Devin Haney. All of them guys was at 135.
I already know what you about to say, bro.
You know, people looked at Tank as like a lottery. You know what I'm saying? So it was like it really wasn't nobody there who, if Tank, offered the fight to, that they would just be like, no, I don't want to fight, because everybody wanted to fight him. You know what I'm saying? That was like the lottery. But those fights didn't happen.
Outpricing themselves also. Like,
come on, nobody got an offer or nothing, man. It wasn't no outpricings and stuff.
They're outpricing. Why is that a reason?
But let me tell you, Ray, I'm interested in the business part of boxing. I enjoy that. The business part of boxing. And if you don't, to me, if you don't understand it, you will be frustrated with these fights and why they're not getting made. If you don't understand
to outprice yourself, it has to be an actual offer.
Hold on, listen, right? Yeah, hold up, Ray. You just said, why do we care about that, right? So if we send Devin Haney an offer and it's not 20 million and he declined it, then y'all still don't care?
But why are we talking about that as if it happened? That's all hypothetical stuff. None of that stuff happened.
I'm gonna keep it real with y'all, bro.
I got you. I got you. So look,
go ahead.
So answering that question, obviously I would care, right? But here's the thing. That's not what I mean by the offers and stuff like that's in front of us. I'm not talking about what we can see. I'm talking about behind the scenes, the lawyer parts. Once they get to a certain point where we don't need to be involved in, all that other shit we don't care about. Only thing we care about is what's happening that makes the fight happen. What does it take on that part of the business? And I think we care about. I don't care about what this dude make. He ain't paying me. I don't care about what's in his pocket. I don't care about how much he makes on the fight. Offers made. Okay, you accept the offer. I don't need to know the offer amount. I just need to know there's an offer made, that you have a potential interest in this fight. That's what I care about. That part of the business I care about. Money-wise, I can give a shit about. They're going to make their money regardless. and they ain't doing nothing for me for making the money. I just want to see the great fights. Like I said, you can't call yourself the best if you ain't fight the best.
Facts.
People can pick you to be the best, but that's what I care about. That's where I'm getting at, and that's where people are alluding to get away from. They don't want to care about. Oh well, you know, Floyd was the best.
And bro,
but this is the thing, though, Ray. You can't hold fighters. You have to hold fighters to what their goals are. You get what I'm saying? If Tank's goal is to be a prize fighter, that's exactly what he's been doing. He's been accomplishing his goal. If Devin Haney's goal was for legacy, that's exactly what Devin Haney was doing. He was going for the belts. He was fighting for legacy. So if they're accomplishing what their goals are, then they're being successful. You can't say, "Oh well, Tank he ain't got no accolades." He doing exactly what he said he wanted to do. Now he's saying he wanted to be undisputed, so now he's going to be going for undisputed. Devin Haney said, "Forget them belts. Now I want to fight for money." So he started going to fight for money.
But at the same time, you're asking why is people questioning his resume? That's you answered it yourself, because you know, if you're going to be a prize fighter instead of going for the accolades, fighting the legacy fights, the fights that people want to see, then you're going to have those people, you know, trying to crap on his legacy.
Fights people want to see without. Did y'all want to see Tank Davis fight Kambosos?
If he took the fight when he had the belt, guess what?
When he had the belts, absolutely. He had all the belts.
Y'all saying that because y'all LDBC, bro.
No.
What? Yo, you know how many times people keep telling me I'm LDBC? I never was on that panel before ever.
Well, Haney's clan.
Bullshit.
Hold on. Wait a second. Hold on.
Now Clay got something to say because he ain't Haino's clan.
Hold on. I'm definitely not Haino's clan. Hold on, right? So let me just tap
Tank resume ain't trash, bro.
Nobody said it's trash though, but we're not saying it's trash. I'm talking about those people who the naysayers who have something to say about it. That's why, because that room is left there. The room is there for them to say it. That's why.
Hold on, the needles got moved.
Wait. Hold on. Let me tap in right quick to this whole entire situation as far as Tank and Shakur and this whole the business,
140 to 130,
the whole business and everything like that, right? Look, at the end of the day, the business of boxing is important, right? We understand that the politics of boxing are important, especially if we're talking about catching the fights we want to catch, right? And if Tank wants to be a prize fighter, I understand that. I'm okay with that. If Devin Haney wants to be a legacy fighter, I'm okay with that. Everybody needs their boxes checked in order for the fight to happen. If Tank were to go on record and say he doesn't care to fight Devin Haney, he don't want to fight him, he has no interest in fighting Devin Haney, that doesn't move nothing for him, he's good doing what he does, I'm done with it. With that, I respect what he's saying. Once Tank says that he has a bucket list of fighters that he plans on knocking their head off,
they all on there.
When he brings their names up, that's when I become interested in the fight right there. No, not before that, not after that. Soon as he says he wants to fight them, that's when I become interested in the fight happening. Now, granted, I don't expect Tank Davis to fight for free, to fight against Devin Haney, and I don't expect Devin Haney to fight for free either. And also, if Devin Haney wants to be a legacy fighter, then something has to be in it for him that's going to be legacy. All the fighters
I got something to say, bro, before I leave. Go ahead.
Okay. All the boxes have all the boxers have their boxes that need to be checked. That's why when Tank got brought up to fight him in the conversation I had in Candyland, that I said, okay, you want me to check a box for Tank to get money? Here's a way he can get money. Devin's already checked the box and say that he wants to fight him, and he's trying to get Tank the money that Tank wants. Give him something that's going to intrigue him money-wise so that the fight can happen, because Devin wants it for legacy and money, of course. But he wants it for legacy because he knows Tank is that guy, and if he beats Tank, then it removes all doubt on who he is. Exactly. That's the way the business works out. That's the way it has to be. Everybody has to get what they came to get to make the fight happen. I'm okay with that. But if the conversation is going to be initiated, it needs to be initiated in the right sense. It shouldn't be made to look like we're asking for something that Tank doesn't want. That's not true. To paint it like, oh, Tank is satisfied with what he's doing. Well, if he's satisfied with what he's doing, then we're good. Then he don't need to do nothing else outside what he wants to do. But that's why I always say it's the fans that dilute the water, that muddy the water up, It's never Tank and it's never the fighters. The fans money it up because they try to paint and put jackets on you as if you're pushing something on this man, that if this man doesn't do it, then he ain't shit. No, I'm not pushing nothing on him. He's already let us know that's what he's going to do, and that's what he wants to do. So we're excited for the fight happening. It's the fans that make it weird. Tank is on the same page with us. I believe in my heart. Tank is like, yeah, no, you're right. I'm going to beat that dude over his head, bro. That dude been talking crazy, and he's next, and then he's next, and then he's next. But the fans are like, yo, he don't need to fight none of these dudes.
Hold up.
I never heard that though. So who he needs to fight then? So who he needs to fight then?
There's always a reason.
He needs to fight.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie.
This ain't you. Hoodrich, this ain't you. And I'm gonna let you get it because I know you say you want to go.
Yeah.
It's not you. It's the content that I hear being created on these spaces.
Man, I hear a lot that'd be crazy, bro.
They make a lot of reasons. And like I said, there was weight, there's money, there's freaking this dude need 2 Ferraris. You heard what he said. Oh,
then they take that serious.
Look, I know, but I'm just saying why he ain't needed, because we already seen what he'll do to him in the ring with that 1 minute remix sparring tape. So why would we want to see that? Like, it's so many things that we have heard throughout the whole
that
space.
Make y'all,
right. That's what we're talking about. We're not alluding that any of this is true because Tank hasn't said these things.
I get it, but it's the same thing on Haney's side too, though.
Right.
I hear that a lot from
Let's go
fans.
there. Let me rock with that. Right. And you're right. And it's the same side. It's the same thing, right? But I think when you have fanboys and then you have real boxing fans. I, as a boxing fan, would like to see the fight happen based on whoever I like more. And I think I like them both equally. If not, I probably like Devin a little bit more based on certain things, criteria, not based on history, fights, or whatever. Because listen, I used to rock with Tank. It's just something. Is you know what I mean? You just feel something about a football player. Excuse me for saying it. Like if you like Barry Sanders and you don't like Emmitt Smith, but you still think Emmitt Smith or Walter Payton's a great running back, doesn't stop you from liking Barry Sanders if he showed you something that you like, right? Am I right?
Right. Yeah.
Okay. That doesn't mean I don't like Tank or Shakur or Loma or anybody else. They're all fighters, and I support all of them 100%. And I'm backing them up. I just don't like when the fans are trying to create narratives that push other things in the way of the fights happening. That's what I'm getting at. I think that's what Clay was saying, because they like to just dump their shit out their dump trucks in front of you and say, oh, this is the reason why the fight ain't happening, instead of just letting it happen. If this guy said it out of his mouth, let it happen. If this guy wants to fight, let it happen. When it happens, it happens. I'm with that. If it don't happen, I don't care. That's my point. That's where I'm going with it.
I think I'd appreciate it more if the fans, I would appreciate it more if the fans would just be like, nah, yeah, man, I'm looking forward to those fights happening too, man. But, you know, there's a whole lot of politics going on, so we got to wait for them to figure the politics out before them fights can happen. But, yeah, man, those fights will be great fights.
That's it.
Yeah,
I'm good with that.
I'm with that.
It's always going to be like, what's next? Even after he finished this deal, bro, even after he beat Shakur, after he beat all of them, bro, it's still going to be like, oh, fight Crawford now. Like, it's going to be something, bro. That's why.
But that's reaching now. Now we're reaching. You know what I mean?
But that's how it's going to be. I guarantee. Like, once he beat everybody, all that y'all say.
And you know what? You know what? Respectfully to what you're saying, you know why I'll be like that? Because they still want to see the best fight the best. At the end of the day.
Yeah, they see somebody else.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like that, but I feel like they like him, but they scared to say it, bro. Like, they fans, but I feel like they scared to say it because they already didn't slam them too much. Ain't no coming back from it. That's how I feel, bro. Like, if you want to keep seeing somebody, but you don't like them.
I think with some people, what you're saying is exactly what it is. Right. But I think there's a lot of people that you guys
that want to see them get beat too.
Other people that ain't like that really just on some like seeing the fights they want to see. And when they see those fights, like for me, I'm a perfect example. That fight with Frank Martin I was just like, yo, that got me on the tank. That got me on the tank train. Pause.
I told y'all.
I want to see these kind of fights. You know what I'm saying? That's what I wanted to see. You know what I'm saying? So people been calling me a Tank hater forever, bro. I think Hoodrich, the first time me and you encountered each other, you were looking at me like, I remember because you was like, Blue, who is your mans, bro?
Yeah.
Yo, Hoodrich told me, stay on that side. Y'all stay on that side, bro.
Like, your mans is bugging, Blue. Yo, your man's is wilding on the panel. Send me
Clay,
a
my
link.
guy, man. Clay,
Send
my
me
guy.
a link ASAP for this dude. But as you got time, I would like to think over time you start to realize like, oh, that dude just want to see big fights. You want to see Tank fight all these dudes. I have no hatred in my heart to him. And so there's people like me. And then, of course, there's going to be people like, I'm not going to mention their names, but you know who they are, who ain't going to never be satisfied. Just like you said, they're going to throw shots until they're going to find something to talk about. They're going to say Tank ain't this. Tank outweighted this guy. He waited for this guy to be this. He waited for that guy to be that. He never fought him in the prime. That fight don't count. He need to fight this guy. You're right. What you're saying is 100% right. Those guys is going to be right there to prove that theory you said right. I promise you. The day after Tank fights the last guy on that list that we're talking about, on that day, you're gonna pull up you're gonna come up here like, did you hear what this dumb motherfucker said? He just said,
people label me a Tank hater. I don't, but they can't find no time where I seriously was hating on Tank. In fact, I was the only one pulling for Tank. Y'all know
how these YouTube streets are. A lot of it is just entertainment.
But no, though, that's what I'm saying. Rollo was just saying Frank Martin a threat. Frank Martin a threat. Now he in the chat talking about Frank Martin wasn't nobody. Like, they the fans, bro, that really make me mad about the sport, bro, because y'all say something, then y'all act like y'all never said it, bro.
I see what happened there, though. Frank Martin's heart was the issue. You can't see a man's heart. I think it was his heart, bro.
He gonna be a champion, though. Fact, bro.
I gotta tell the truth. I think it was his heart, bro. He seemed like he was afraid to me, bro. He ain't believe in himself when he was in there.
It wasn't fear. It was
felt the
bright
energy,
lights,
bro.
It was the bright lights.
Felt the energy.
He felt that. Yup. That took him out.
Felt the energy,
bro. I would believe that if I didn't see with my own eyes. You know what I'm saying? When they was talking about he flinched, you know what I'm saying, at the before the fight, I was like, oh man, that's nothing though. But then when he did the same thing in the ring, it was like he was in the corner and he was about to get out the corner, and Tank was like, get back. And he jumped, he was about to step, and then he jumped back again, and then Tank threw him back again, and he jumped again, and then he got knocked out, bro. And I said, come on, bro.
Let me say one thing. I'm gone. Let me say one thing.
Let me say something to you before you leave, too.
Charles Edward Cheese, bro. My guy, bro. I fuck with you. But everybody on this YouTube know me and Blue Blood back every Tank big fight. Not this fight, but when he fights Shakur and Haney is on. If you want to do the same thing, Charles Edward Cheese, we can do it too, bro. You said you got everybody over Tank. We can bet. I will take all your money and donate it half to my man's Claymore, bro. Okay. That's, you feel me? Like, come on, bro. Like, we definitely can do that, bro. That ain't nothing.
So, and
yo, he's not being serious. He's joking, bro.
Frequent, let me just get at him. Not get at him, but let me just talk to him.
I think Cheese is joking though.
I don't care if he's joking or playing, bro. I'm serious.
So what I'm saying, Hood Rich, is you have the fans that care about the sport and what they want to see in boxing. Then you have the fans that can read a freaking Wikipedia stat sheet and their life history and memorize it and go over it in the chat like, yo, this dude was 3 years old when he rode the bus and he would miss it. He ran behind the bus punching street lines. Like, how you know that? Oh, because I was there. And that's what they said. Like, and then it just traveled from channel to channel to channel, and you just watching. They're like, yo, these people just saying the same. They just repeat, rinse, wash, repeat. That's it. And it's like, yo, really break the habit of listening to the constituents that just talk about nonsense. It's more to what it is being said. They pick one thing that catch their eyes and they run with it. Stay with the top, like with the issues, not the topics. Like, because what they do is they'll go a lot with the topic, and they'll be like, oh well, yo, Devin Haney today was posting a clip of him sneaking, and that was a picture. Bro, I don't care about that, bro. That shit was 9 years ago. We had a great fight, and we're talking about this stupid ass tape.
Right, exactly. I hated that tape, bro.
And you know what? You know what's crazy? And you tell me if I'm right. That shows you Floyd just exposed all the casual fan base in boxing. Because all they do is talk about it.
Oh, yeah, they're easily distracted, bro. Easily distracted. You come off of a weekend like this weekend and listen, bro. Right. Exactly. This weekend may have been the best weekend in boxing. I'm going to be honest with you. This year so far, this year, that's what I meant, not ever. But this year,
man.
we not talking about that spar tape this episode though, right?
No, we're not talking about period.
What I'm saying is this weekend had so much boxing to talk about. I would get the boxing out the way. We should be talking about that Devin Haney, Tank Davis sparring session like Thursday.
Nothing going on.
Next, you know what I mean? Like when we done talking about all the boxing and we get bored and we just trying to make content.
Right.
That's when you.
I was wondering why we even brought was talking about Devin Haney. I tried to move to Matias, but it fell on deaf ears though.
He's just saying that the tape is getting so much attention right now. Right. This sparring tape, a fight that happened 9 years ago, is getting more attention than a fight that just happened Saturday. You know what I'm saying?
But y'all just said it best though. It's distracting the casuals. Yeah. I mean, so it is what it is. You're content creators. You got your hardcore people that's gonna come to your channel and chit chat with you, but you're gonna want to talk about what the casuals want to talk about too. You get what I'm saying? It's
no, but when that dominates all conversation though, 2 cents. When that dominates all conversation and you're not talking about none of the fights that happen, just the sparring. That's when it's different.
Yeah, when the show starts up and it goes, well, guys, boxing was cool this weekend, but did y'all see finally they dropped the sparring? Come on, bro.
Right.
That's crazy. What are you talking about? You had 2 cards, Dave, the Tank Davis, Frank Martin, and you had the PBC and Matchroom put on cards at the same exact time. You know what I'm saying? Subriel Matias, and we haven't even got to get into that conversation yet. But you guys want to dominate the conversation with some 16-year-old, 17-year-old getting beat up by some 20-year-old. Right. You know what I'm saying? When that 20-year-old literally just had the knockout of the year potentially 48 hours ago.
Right.
48 hours ago, this dude done laid everybody out, shook the whole entire world up, put the whole 135-pound weight class division on notice. Put everybody on notice about what he's gonna do. He's back flipping off the top rope.
Fun.
He's killing it on the press conferences. He's handling. By the way, his post-conference game was A1. The man got super articulate all of a sudden. All the ghetto shit went away, and all of a sudden, this nigga turned into like a professional. Like the way he handled the press conference after the fight. All this exciting shit going on. Subriel Matias supposedly getting exposed. All this boxing going on, hours and hours of content, and you're going to sit there and focus on 19 minutes of some shit that happened 9 years ago, bro.
Right. Exactly.
Come on.
I mean, but let me ask y'all this. I mean, y'all know how these YouTube streets are, but let me ask y'all this. Do you think when Tank Davis did that backflip at the weigh-in, it kind of like just sucked the life out of Frank?
Yeah, I think that showed that he was just so ready. I said it. I remember Ray said, boy, that boy, because Ray was trying to be like Tank was a little bit you know what I mean, sucked in.
Hell no, bro. I told y'all last time I was up here.
He did a
I told y'all last time I was up here that he still can make 130. I told y'all.
And he weighed in at 133. I was like, oh my God.
Like, bro, y'all don't be listening, bro. I be trying to get y'all the sauce.
I knew it. I knew it was a problem.
And he came up there drinking water. I mean, come on, the man was drinking water all week at the press conference.
Hold up, and I heard they stretched it out for a while. They saw that Frank was drained and stretched it out for a little while, so he can be in the Thriller joint for a little bit longer.
You damn
what
right.
They stretched out?
Damn right. We made the way.
Tell him, Rich. Tell her what she asking.
That's
we made we made the weigh in like 4 p.m.
Listen,
and then
I knew it.
And then when they get back on the way in 6 o'clock.
Smiling, and she asked him if he could do that backflip. And before, I didn't even think he was going to do the backflip. I'm like, I thought he was like, nah, not right now. The boy said, whoop, whoop. I was like, oh shit. I said, Frank,
different headspace right
now. Well, when he came in with the Ghostbuster theme, I knew it was over.
Oh man.
I was laughing at that. I was
wilding when he came out with that Ghostbusters song. I said it's gonna be one of those nights.
Bro, you remember me and Ray was arguing about that because Ray was like, "Yo, that Tank was drained too." I said, "What? The man did a backflip on cue, bro."
I said somebody was drained, bro.
You always trying to play with the words. I'm gonna tell you what Ray's gonna say. He said
He's gonna switch it up and come with a different way.
this is what he's gonna say.
You know what? All right, look.
Hold on.
That's what y'all want to say. You know what? That's what y'all
Let me
heard.
speak on your behalf for you. Give me a shot. Maybe I'm wrong, but this is what I think you're gonna say.
Y'all doing my man Ray dirty, man.
No, this is what I think
It happens all the time.
Ray's gonna say,
You
hold
don't
up, Ray's
understand. It
gonna
happens
say,
all the time with
hey,
these
give me a
two.
shot. Let me get a shot.
Look,
Ray's
first
gonna
of all, hold on.
Ray's gonna say,
First of all, they trying to say I'm
hold
still.
on.
Hold on, no. Let me say this real quick. You can get back to this. Yo, they told frequent daughter that I'm trying to steal her turtles, bro.
Let me get it. Let me get it.
You better not steal my daughter turtles, Ray.
He be telling her that, bro.
Away
That's
from
wrong.
the damn turtles, bro. I'm tired. We about tired of talking about that, but that's a whole nother conversation.
You see what I'm saying? Look,
listen. Ray's gonna say we were saying that Frank Frank would look like he was drained. You know what I'm saying? Because his cheekbones were showing. You know what I mean? He looked like he was hungry and he needed 25 cents a day. You know what I'm saying? And then look, and then Ray said, "Yo, so was Tank. Tank's eyes were sucked in and his cheeks were showing too." We was like, "What are you trying to say, bro?"
No,
we're telling you that Frank was that Frank looked like he was weight drained. And he was like, "That's just how he looked." He basically tried to say that.
He said Tank too. Look at his cheekbones. Look at his cheekbones. Look around his eyes. I'm like, yo, the man did a backflip.
So no, on record, you never said that Tank was drained. You did not say that.
Right.
I know you didn't, but what you
hinting
did
to
say was that Frank wasn't drained because you said Frank and Tank look just like each other.
No,
Both
I
of them
did
got their
not
cheeks.
say that
Oh
either.
man, we're gonna have to start recording these
No,
conversations.
no, Ray. He must didn't say it to you, but he said it to me, bro. He said that to me.
I said that.
You wasn't
I said
on the
they look
phone when he said
same.
that to me, bro.
I
He
said
said
they look
it.
the same.
No, I know you might have said that to him. You
No,
just
I
told
never
me
said
that he
that.
looked drained, and I said, "What?" And you sent me the picture. You said because you sent me the picture and said, "Look at his cheekbones, look at around, look at his eyes, and this and that." I was like, "What? The man just did a backflip. You tripping?" And then he came in at 133. Ray, you don't remember this conversation?
I'm gonna tell you what I said. I said,
He been on
there,
weight though.
by
for
the
a
way,
month.
I was there.
listen. I
I
said,
was there, Frequent. You mistaken. I was there. I'm telling you, I was right there saying, how do you
All
just
right,
make weight at 133 when you got all you got to do is
trying to get at
135?
me, and y'all okay? Listen, all right, word. I said it. Whatever. Okay, move on. Okay, I agree to disagree. No problem.
No, don't agree.
No,
Disagree.
no,
That's
no.
what I said.
You know why? Because I'm not
no,
even getting
no,
to say what I
don't
wanted to say and prove myself. And you know what? I plead the fifth. Y'all got this. Go ahead. Go for it.
But bro, I've been telling y'all that he can fight at 130, maybe 126. I've been saying this.
Oh no, hold on. Can we move? Can we segue? Now that you just said that, can we segue real quick? Just segue into. So is Tank's biggest fights behind him at 130, 126?
No.
Or is it in front of him at 140?
No, it's in front of him, bro. But I feel like he still can. Man, whoever he fight can be a big fight. But I'm saying like the biggest fights is at 140, bro. He could fight anyway, but he ain't gonna get no clarity on that. You feel me?
What you saying his biggest fight is? Who?
I said, was his biggest
division.
fight behind him at 130, 126, or is his biggest fights in front of him at 140?
140 for sure. But Shakur is a big fight too, though.
Yeah.
Shakur,
I agree. I think
I'm gonna be honest, man. Y'all, everybody like trying to dismiss Shakur. I think Tank need to fight Shakur at 135 because it might be more of a problem at 140 for him.
Bro, it ain't going, bro. It's gonna be the same result, but it's gonna happen at 135. It's gonna happen right next. Now, like right next, his next fight, or the fight after that for sure, because he might get Loma first, then get him.
I think Tank's biggest fight is going to be Teofimo at 140. I think that's going to be the most competitive fight, but we'll see.
You're gonna start Teofimo.
Can we talk a little bit before while I got everybody on the pound? I know everybody trying to make moves. Can we get into Liam Paro and Subriel Matias?
Bro, I ain't gonna lie.
I haven't even watched that fight.
I don't need
Bro,
to say
hold
nothing.
up. Let me get this up real quick. I've been saying like I never really seen the real skill of Matias, bro. Like I never seen like what people oohing and ahhing about. He got the power for sure, but
cool.
Like I knew like if he fight a Devin Haney a per box, he gonna lose.
Cook, bro. Cook some more.
You gonna lose, bro.
My bad. Yo, facts.
I've been saying that Matias is food, bro. I said as soon as he run into somebody who's a good boxer, any of those guys up there, I don't know why. Well, I can't say Richardson Hitchens because I mean, it's a heart issue with him. Whenever a fighter act like they scared of somebody, I just automatically, dismiss them. They not gonna win because they heart not gonna allow them to win. But soon as he fight a person who's a puncher or a good boxer, he's gonna lose.
Yeah, facts. It's another big fight about to happen in the prospects. It's about to be Tiger and Hitchison, bro. My word,
yeah,
bro.
Tiger and Hitchens is gonna be crazy. They got into it at the fight, right? They almost got into it over there tonight.
That fight gonna be big, and I want to see H2O and Kid Austin, man.
Yeah, me too. Big fights. Bro. You talking big fights right there, bro. Big fight.
I thought the fight was Abdullah Mason and Kid Austin.
Either or, but H2O and Kid Austin already signed, so it gotta happen. Right. You feel me?
Is that event gonna happen regardless now that Tyson and Jake Paul ain't headlining it?
Yeah. He just got a step up opponent. I forgot his name, but he like a Latino.
Well, I heard Jake Paul's supposed to be fighting that MMA fighter who fights with bare knuckle.
Yeah, I think so. If that's him, yeah.
Damn. Oh damn.
It's on his page.
Yeah. What's his name?
Jake Paul. It's on his page. Search it up on Instagram. I'm getting popped straight up.
Tim's and all things. I'm 100% abandoning that shit. I'm gonna tell you why. Because he only has one way of fighting. He cannot fight a boxer. And now I'm glad that a boxer proved to my point that I've been saying for months. That everybody was on this hype train.
Mike Perry.
And talking, hold on, let me take this off.
By the way, it's Mike Perry. It's Mike Perry, the bare knuckle dude. Yeah. Mike Perry, Platinum.
Okay.
But I still see. Don't get it messed up because he just lost Saturday. But I still see Gary Antoine Russell possibly beating Haney, bro. It depends. Hold up, like I gotta see Haney back in the ring, see what he looking like first.
100%. But I agree with you. He could do it. What do you credit that performance on Saturday?
I feel like he overlooked him, Clay. I feel like he overlooked him, bro. Like he knew it was a good fight, but I feel like he was like, man, I'm about to walk through him. You feel me? Like I just felt like he knew his style, and he was like, man, I'm gonna go ahead and knock him out. That's all he was relying on was a knockout. And when stuff got sticky, he couldn't. You feel me?
Isn't that hold on. Let me go. Isn't that the way he's been fighting like since he became a pro, even as a prospect?
He been overlooking everybody. Right?
But his whole thing is he doesn't come in with the jab. He
exactly
walks in and just tries to knock your head off.
He tries to jump in.
Just like freaking Matias. And the problem is Matias at least puts his hands up when he's walking in sometimes to try to close the distance and measure you up. He ain't trying to measure you up. He's just trying to kill you. And that's the reason why I don't think he beats Devin. I don't think he beats Steele. I don't think he beats Hitchens.
You gotta have a jab.
Bro, yes, the jab is everything.
Absolutely.
He never utilizes it. And that's the reason why he lost. Because when this dude was backing up, Puello was backing up, Puello, right? Whatever it is.
Yeah.
Puello. Right. And getting onto the ropes, guess what he started noticing in the fourth round? Oh, this dude doing the same thing, bro.
No jab.
All I got to do is slide out and just hook him. Boop. Yep. All I got to do is slide out and hook him on the other side. Boop. And guess what? When he start coming in, I just leave my jab because he ain't using his jab. I'm gonna use mine backing up, and that's what he did.
Yo, that was perfect right there. I don't even need. I feel like I don't need to say nothing.
Yeah.
I got another thing though. Like, what do y'all think? What do y'all think about Eddie Hearn not going hard for Haney right now though in the purse bid?
Eddie Hearn already made it clear he wasn't going to go hard for Haney in that Subriel Matias. Sandor Martin fight. He already said he wasn't.
He actually said Haney needs to drop the belt out his own mouth.
Yeah, he wanted him to drop the belt.
He said that a long time before Haney fought Oscar De La Hoya. He was like, after this, Oscar De La Hoya, Jesus, Ryan Garcia. Before he fought Ryan Garcia, he said, nah, bro, we're not fighting Sandor Martin. He was like, Haney gonna drop those belts. We looking to make bigger fights. It was Haney who came back and was like, nah, bro, I'm going for undisputed. So what he did, not bidding, not that, and that's content creators. God bless them. You know what I'm saying? Either they don't know or they don't care and they're trying to make content. But that was not a big story. Bro. Eddie Hearn, exactly. Eddie Hearn had been said there was no interest that Matchroom had no interest in coordinating that fight with Sandor Martin. That's a fight that Top Rank has to fucking put together because Sandor Martin is a top ranked fighter.
But you know, Devin tweeted at Eddie. Devin tweeted at Eddie for not bidding on that fight.
Bro,
right, but Devin's being fake too because he knows that Eddie Hearn had no interest in putting money behind that fight. He said it. Eddie Hearn said there's no money in that fight. He said he has no interest in putting no money behind that.
Yeah, but I think what Devin Haney was trying to do, because Devin Haney had already announced that he was going for Undisputed. Right. He wanted to go for Undisputed, and then Eddie Hearns was talking about he was going to drop the belt. So he was like, I don't know what Eddie talking about. I ain't dropping no belts. And so I think that's where that beef came from.
No, that is what that came from. But what I'm saying is for people to act like today, or for Devin Haney to act like today that what Eddie Hearn did was foul. Eddie already made his intention clear months ago. A good solid 2 to 3 weeks before the Ryan Garcia fight happened. He let everybody know he's not interested in putting that fight together.
Yeah, but like, why don't you back? Like that shit, like that's technically your number one money man. You feel me? Why are you not?
No, because Devin, why pay for something I don't gotta pay for when Devin's contract is set up in a way to where he can get up and leave whenever he wants to. Eddie Hearn has already shown loyalty. He's already shown loyalty to Devin Haney by allowing Devin Haney to come and go as he pleases. You feel what I'm saying? So he doesn't need to prove nothing to Devin Haney. Devin, you know, I don't got nothing to prove to you, bro. I've already showed you how loyal I am to you. But look, my G, it's my money. I don't think that's going to be a good ROI for my company. When I got Turkey Al-Sheikh, and I got all these big fights I could be putting together. I got Subriel Matias. We're trying to make him the face of Puerto Rico. I got Jerron Boots Ennis. I got to try to link. I'm linking him with a David Avanesian fight because this guy got hurt. I got all these things that I want to put money behind. I'm not putting no money behind you fighting this Spaniard who's going to walk around the ring and dance with you. Nobody knows who he is. You're not knocking him out. He ain't knocking you out more than likely. I'm not interested in that fight.
Hey, Clay, but at the same time, he knew that Devin Haney wanted to go for Undisputed, and he had Matias, and Matias is a champ, so he didn't even try to facilitate them two fighting each other.
No, Devin Haney changed his mind, bro. So Eddie Hearn was with Devin Haney being a prize fighter and chasing the big fights. You know what I'm saying? He's like, oh, that's what's up. That's what you want to do. That's what we're going to be putting together. I'm going to look at Isak. I'm going to look at, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to look at all these fights that I could put you in the middle of so we can get some money going on. Maybe even a Conor Benn, something exciting, get you over in Europe, get you over there in Riyadh with Turkey Al-Sheikh. But you want to go ahead and defend this weak-ass mandatory.
No. What I'm saying, I think you misunderstand what I'm saying. What I'm saying is Devin Haney he's only fighting Sandor Martin because he want to keep his belt, and he's being forced to fight him as a mandatory. If Eddie Hearn really wanted to facilitate something to get him out of that, he could have, like you said, he could have lined up the Pitbull Cruz fight or line him up more so with Matias, because Matias is over there already, and he was a champion. He didn't make no effort to try to get him out of it.
But he just got clipped by Ryan Garcia, so he has to look at the development of Devin Haney as well. You know what I'm saying? So look, at the end of the day, it's not that he's throwing Devin Haney away. He's letting Devin Haney go do what Devin Haney got to do. But listen, bro, you're gonna get the Sandor Martin fight anyway, dog.
I'm not wasting no money, basically.
I'm not. Let Bob Arum put that together. Let him handle that. Right. He's gonna handle it. It's not like you don't got nobody who's gonna handle that. You got somebody who's going to handle it. So he just let him go. Like, go ahead, bro. You'll be back, and we'll take care of you with Subriel. We'll take care of you. We'll cross-promote with the PBC to get you Isak. We'll cross-promote and get you with, you know what I'm saying, with Teofimo when it comes time to getting that fight with Top Rank. We'll work that out. But Sandor Martin is a lose situation, bro. There's no money in that fight. Right. There's no money in that fight, man.
Yo, salute to everybody on the panel. My phone is on 1%. It's about to send me to the shadow realm. So I just want to say salute before I go.
Right, no doubt.
All right, frequent fly.
Yo, but that's going on. That's not no news, bro. That Devin Haney, Eddie Hearn.
That's Devin stirring that up, tweeting and acting like he don't know what's going on.
That's Devin false flagging or trying to paint some. I don't know. I'm gonna be real with you, bro. Devin need to just focus on fighting Sandor Martin and stop with the rest of this shit. I ain't gonna hold you, but I don't like him.
Say the word shenanigans. You got
shit he's doing right now. I'm not co-signing that shit. I don't know why he doing the shit he doing, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. Just fight Sandor Martin. Beat Sandor Martin, bro. Beat Sandor Martin, and then we can get into some conversations about you fighting for some title unifications, and all that stuff. But all this extra shit going on right now, I listen, bro. That ain't got nothing to do with me. That ain't got nothing to do with boxing, as far as I'm concerned. And I'm only interested in boxing. So good luck to you, Devin, and all that shit you talking about. Liam Paro and Subriel Matias fought in Puerto Rico. Subriel Matias got shown up. Does he get the rematch with Liam Paro? And if he does he got to go to Australia to do it, or does he not even get the rematch with Liam Paro? Do they put him go fight Gary Antoine Russell? You know what I'm saying? Which would, or does he? You know what I mean? Like, how does this look? I think Gary Antoine Russell and Subriel Matias, by the way, super undercard fight on a turkey card. I could see that happening all day long. That's PBC. That's Matchroom coming together on a on a turkey card. Exciting fight. That goes right next to Raymond Savage Ford and Nick Ball. That's an equivalent. Same. Take over the whole card. Take over the whole card.
Here's my problem with that fight, though. Like, I think I talked to you about this. I just think it's bad because it's coming off. These two guys are both coming off of losses. Yeah. So, you know what I mean? You want some type of bounce back for them to build that fight, to make it a better fight. Putting that fight together right this moment, to me, is not a good look for – I mean, it's good for the fans, you know what I mean? But not good for the boxing. But hold on.
You're talking about fighter development, right?
Right, because and I'm thinking what Hilbert would probably say, yes, I'm right, too. I think you put a double whammy on the fighter that loses in this fight, and then their confidence gets shot, and now they're like, okay, now I'm just a gatekeeper, or now I'm just a journeyman. Now, who do I go? How am I going to get another shot at the title? Now I got to build my stuff way back up instead of just taking 3 or 4 fights to build myself back up. Now I got to go from 9, 10, 11, you know what I mean, spots to move back up. Those things can hurt you. At the end of the day.
But let me put this in play. Let me throw this in play. Now that's the negative part about them fighting. What's the positive part? Oh, that fight's going to be exciting. And the winner,
somebody getting knocked out.
Not about the money. That fight is going to be exciting.
Getting knocked out.
A star will be made that night.
No.
At the end of that fight, one guy's going to be standing, and that guy who's standing is going to get a lot of attention, bro, in boxing. So there's a lot to lose on the downside of the development on your career-wise hurting you, making you have to start back at the bottom if you lose. But the winner of that fight is going to get the respect of the whole 140-pound weight class division. And by the way, they will become the boogeyman of that division. Whoever wins that fight is the boogeyman of 140 pounds. Yeah. And if the fighters are thinking like that, we might be getting ready to see that fight come together sooner than we might want to anticipate.
Hold up. Everybody else fighting people, but who is Teofimo fighting? You feel me? Like
Claggett.
You fighting Claggett.
He's fighting Claggett.
No, bro, but everybody having somewhat of
Tio got to build his confidence back up, though, man. He just looked crazy in that last fight.
Did he lose it?
It's okay for him, but not Devin.
It's okay for him, but it's not okay for Devin.
I think Devin needs to do that shit.
Devin got to fight Sandor Martin, bro. Beat Devin.
No, I'm messing with Frequent. He ain't here, but that's what he said. That's kind of how he said it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Beat Sandor Martin, bro. Beat Sandor Martin.
Yeah, just fight that.
Y'all still checking for T.O. like that? I mean, I was a T.O. fan, but
bro.
The up and down, he just not consistent.
Lo, you still in the building?
No, because these content creators is Teofimo fans, and they bring him up, and Teofimo hop on there and he talk crazy.
Let me put some context to Teofimo. 2 cents. Let me tell you something about Teofimo. If you don't know, it's the competition. It's like Madden. I play good Madden against great Madden players, but I will lose to a sucky Madden player so quick you'll be wondering how I competed the way I did with the good Madden. I just can't help it. I play to my competition. I take chances against the weak Madden players. I do shit I shouldn't do, and I lose those games. You know what I'm saying?
Same thing that tell you about your IQ, though.
Same thing with Tio. Tio has a bad habit of fighting to his competition level. When he gets in the ring with Lomachenko, you're gonna see the best Tio you ever seen. You put him in the ring with John Taylor, you're gonna see the best Tio you ever seen. You put him in the ring with Sandor Martin, it looked like he lost the fight. Like, damn, bro. You put him in there with Kambosos, he loses all his titles. If Teofimo, that's why I'm telling you, I think Teofimo and Tank Davis is going to be one of the best fights because Teofimo is going to take that fight so seriously. He's going to fight to win. He's not going to play no games with Tank because he knows that's nobody to play around with. And the same thing with Tio and a lot of other fighters that he fights Devin Haney, he going to beat. I'm not gonna say he's gonna beat the shit out of Devin Haney. I don't know what's gonna happen, but he's gonna fight great against Devin Haney. Tio fights to his competition. So when you see him fight bad,
Ray don't like that.
No, I'm gonna tell you why I don't like that. And this is not against Devin.
Truth,
this is not no, it's not. Because Tio's main flaw is what Tank will expose of him, Devin would expose of him, freaking Jermaine Ortiz already exposed, Sandor Martin already exposed. He cannot fight on the front foot. And they will make him come to them. And when he tries to do that, he will lose that fight. That's why you see him as known as one of the greatest counterpunchers in boxing, because he's good at countering. He's good at moving backwards. And these guys ain't going to chase him. They're smarter fighters than that. This ain't Matias. Matias would have been a great fight because Matias would have came right to him. He was just
Frank Martin was a good fighter on his front foot, and Tank pushed him back.
But no, hold on. But also Tank was in the bright lights that he's never been in before. So he was just
and
going.
Tio don't know how to cut the ring off. He don't know how to cut the ring off.
Tio gonna be in bright lights too.
But Tio's fought at the main stage. He's been there. He's had all those accolades. It's a big difference.
Ray, but to beat that Haney, you gotta cut the ring off. You got to.
Right, but Tio can't. And Tio can't. Thank you. He can't. That's the problem.
Tio needs a new trainer. From my understanding, he had a different trainer for that Loma fight, and that's the best I seen him look.
You said that man need a new life. Oh my gosh.
You need to hit the reset button hard, for real.
Yes, he do,
I'm telling you,
I feel like
I respect him as a fighter, bro. I respect him as a fighter, but it's just he has so many holes. And
no business losing to Kambosos. He got no business.
No, he ain't got no reason losing him. You're right. That's crazy.
And why? Because he went toe to toe with a dude that can't even fight and got clipped. Money with.
He don't got IQ, bro. Like that just tells me a lot about him, bro.
No, I think he does, bro. I just think his mind. I think it's a mental thing with him, bro. I just tell him.
Now he got excuses.
I'm just being 100. I just think it's a mental thing with him. I think when his mind is not
mental.
To be,
it's mental when he got his ass. Was it mental when he lost? Was it
weak.
mental when he lost to Kambosos? No.
Yes, absolutely. That's exactly why he lost to Kambosos.
Mental after Kambosos.
No, the fact that he's inconsistent when the athlete is inconsistent in their performance, that's a mental thing.
Okay, but he was consistent all the way up to that fight. So what happened?
The lights.
Did you see how he was tripping before that Kambosos fight? I was like, he's gonna lose.
Tripping?
Yes, he was tripping before that Kambosos fight.
On Campbell, he took his shirt off and was trying to. And that's another thing. He became consumed with being a superstar. Like at some point, Teofimo decided that he was going to become.
That's nobody else's issue but him.
That's
all right, with Ray.
I'm gone though, y'all. I'm gone, y'all.
That's not mental.
Right.
That's not mental.
You are hood, Rich?
Yeah, I'm gone, bro. Yeah, I'm gone.
All right, chill, Rich. Chill, Rich.
Listen,
of course
that's not mental, though.
Of course, that's mental. Listen. It's not about it being an excuse for him. It's about as to whether or not it's legitimately affecting him negatively or positively. It's not about the excuse. It's about the reality of it. It's about whether you like it or you don't like it. Hot water is hot, whether you don't want it to be hot or you don't want it to be. It's hot. He mentally gets distracted by a bunch of outside shit. He gets distracted with getting money and being a pay-per-view star and being respected a certain way, or his wife and his kids leaving him, or his father and him not getting along, or whatever it is. He brings it into the ring at times when he's not supposed to bring it in, and you see the results that you see, but you cannot deny the results you see when he's against the top competition. When you see him against Lomachenko, you can't erase that because he had a bad fight with Kambosos. When you see him against Josh Taylor, you can't erase that because you've seen what happened with him and Sandor Martin. You can't do that. You have to see the inconsistencies in who he is and know that on a good day, he's one of the best fighters in the game. And on a bad day, it don't make no sense what he's doing. He sucks. So on a good day, Teofimo fighting Tank Davis, that's a good fight. A bad day, Teofimo's getting laid out by Tank Davis inside of 4 to 5 rounds. Because he's taking chances. The inconsistencies that are there are not because he don't got skills. He's shown you his skills on multiple occasions. The man went undefeated all the way until Kambosos beat Lomachenko and became some people want to say undisputed, some people want to say unified, whatever tickles your fancy. He's shown you his skills. His skills don't go away because he had bad nights. It's called inconsistencies.
We know what he's capable of. We just don't know if he's gonna do it.
Exactly. Exactly.
But I'm about to hop off here, y'all. I'm glad I caught y'all tonight. Been cool chit chat with y'all.
Thank you.
I'll catch y'all next time. All right.
2 cents. I'm gonna try to catch you on Sunday. I be falling asleep at the wrong time. That's all.
Y'all catch me Sunday live at 5.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to catch you.
No doubt.
All right, peace out.
All right.
Peace out.
And I disagree with you, Clay. I'm sorry. That dude was not meant to go into that fight with Kambosos. He was more than positive. He avoided.
Nah, he told you he was sick. He told you he was sick and
afterward. But listen, this man had no problem telling everybody that he was going to fulfill his mandatory instead of fighting a unified fight with Devin. Did he not? Yes, he said that. So if this is the case that Tio is saying this, bro, there was no reason for him to fight Kambosos sick. He could have postponed the fight. He's the champ. He could be like, yo, I'm not feeling it. Bro, I'm going to take a couple of months off. I'm going to do this. Yo,
you're acting like, okay, but look, it's not that it's not his fault, Ray. Of course it's his fault. But if he was sick, it would affect the way he performed. If he was coming off of COVID, yeah, okay. So, all right. So at the end of the day, that bad performance doesn't outweigh his great performances. It just doesn't, bro. It just shows inconsistencies in what he does. That he can come. Look, anybody. If Tio signs a fight up right now to fight Ryan Garcia, right? You know what they're gonna say? It depends on what Tio shows up. Everybody gonna say it across the board, bro. Why are they gonna say that? They're gonna say that because they know he's inconsistent. They know that there's a Tio that will fuck Ryan Garcia up 9 out of 10 times. But then there's this other Tio that's gonna get clipped and get knocked out and not gonna be who he's supposed to be in that fight. We don't know who's gonna show up. But everybody says that because he has a pattern of being inconsistent. But what I can't co-sign is Tio don't got skills. His IQ is low. He got too many holes in his game. This, that, and the other. I don't see it that way. I see it as when he's not who he's supposed to be, when he doesn't prepare properly, when he lets his outside issues come inside to the ring, when he's dealing with arguing with promoters or acting like he's retired or losing his baby mama and his kid or arguing with his father or whatever it is. When he brings those issues into his game suffers and he gives us poor performances.
Okay. Listen, I'm not gonna argue if you're right or wrong because I can't prove that. But what I'm definitely saying that there's a point that I don't believe. And I don't believe what you're saying is 100% because I'm thinking like this. Teofimo, if I took him as the New York Knicks in 93 to 98, right? If I took him as the Knicks from 93 to 98, what was their biggest thing? They win in the season, they did everything, but they were inconsistent in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. They got to Michael Jordan and something happened, right? Mm-hmm. Because Michael Jordan was that boxer, the Bulls. I mean, it really was Michael Jordan, but that Bulls team was that team that was able to box. Now, in that year, them 2 years that Michael Jordan left, what happened with the Knicks? They beat the Bulls. Why?
Right.
Because there was nobody that can box there. They played them close, and it was still close matches, right? So Teofimo can fight a close fight with somebody that is less than him because he still has the skills to do it. We're not taking that away from him. What we're saying is when he fought Kambosos, Kambosos was the number one undefeated ranked IBF challenger in the mandatory actually in the work. So therefore he was no slouch on paper. Teofimo thought he had a good fight. He wanted to expose this dude, and he got exposed. And what he got exposed with is he stood in the pocket with a dude that shouldn't have been in the pocket with him. Got clipped. And this dude started moving backwards, and as Tio started following him, this is how people started exposing him. And they realized that, he is not a come-forward fighter. He can't cut off the ring. And when he trapped Kambosos in the corner, he was getting off. Then he flipped the script later in the fight, which was probably the 9th and 10th round, I think, when he won those rounds, definitely, where he knocked Kambosos down because he started moving backwards. So what was so bad then? I don't care. Like I said, I don't care how sick or whatever the case may be. Those are excuses because you're the champ. You could pull out of that situation. Right. You own that card. Bob, you know what? We're going to have to move this back a week or two. I'm not feeling well. You could have did that 2 weeks out, a week out, or whatever. You have every right to do that. But don't sit there and act like, I can't do this. I have to perform this fight. No, he thought he was a walkover. Regardless.
I
So
agree.
he was in that fight, sick or not, thinking that he was just gonna walk through this dude and got his ass clipped. And guess what? That shit broke him down mentally. Like, yo, and he still don't want to fight this dude because he didn't ask him he offered him the rematch. He told him he can come back down and fight him, and he has that on his mind. That Kambosos fight is on his mind. That boy got his heart. I don't know why. He ain't talk about Kambosos again until Loma beat him. Talk about, yeah, I need to rematch him at 140.
Right.
Yo, the dude I'm telling you, there's a lot of questions with that kid.
Right, but you pointed at your head because that's exactly what it comes down to. At the end of the day, everything you said was 100%. Yo, bro, it's the truth. But what I got from everything you said more importantly was, what I got.
He's a mediocre fighter.
Nah, that's not what it is. It's mental. It's when he's able to lock in, when he's dialed in, he's one of those guys, bro.
But when he's dialed in, he still can't go forward, Clay. If you can only move backwards to use your skill set.
Nah, I don't agree.
Bro, he doesn't move forward until he has you hurt. He sits there.
I mean, there's a lot of fighters who fight that way and find a lot of.
He gets exposed. He's been exposed 3 times already.
Listen,
even Loma in the second half of that fight, moving forward, he was clipping.
I would say with Jermaine Ortiz, you know what I'm saying? Jermaine was moving around a lot and he was having a hard time working with that. And I would say with Sandor Martin, you know what I'm saying? He had an off night, bro. He was in there with a great boxer, bro. And, you know, I think T.O. battles between what he can do and what he wants to do. And what I mean by that is what he can do is win. What he wants to do is excite the crowd and become a big boxing superstar. So he battles in between those two areas. And then, like I said, you got that third part that's just like that inconvenient truth, which is Theo has he's dealing with, I don't want to say mental health issues like Ryan Garcia, but he has a lot of pressures that he's trying to deal with in a productive, healthy way. Especially ever since he had a kid and he's dealing with, you know, with his wife or his baby mother, he has issues dealing with that. And then he has a father that's very overbearing. And also, to be honest with you, he looked like he bipolar. You know what I'm saying? With the way he carries himself and the way he drinks and the way he deals with those things. So T.O.'s trying to balance all these things. When it comes down to fight night, he doesn't seem to have the ability, or he hasn't mastered the ability to take all that shit, put it inside a little box like Mark Lowry and Bad Boy said, close it up, put that shit under the bed, leave it there, and come in just focus on the fight. He deals with a whole bunch of issues outside the ring, mental-wise. His skill set, his IQ is on par to compete with anybody in his weight class division, or maybe anybody who he chooses to fight, he can fight. That's why he was wanting to fight Terrence Crawford, because he felt like he could compete. I don't think he could. I think he was going to get his ass whooped, but he's willing to, and that's another thing. T.O. likes to fight the best. He keeps it 100. This Claggett doesn't represent that, but he wants to fight the best. The dude's mindset just needs to cut the fat and just get focused on his game and be focused, and he's going to compete with anybody he gets in the ring with, bro. I'm telling you. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's Tank Davis. I don't care if it's Ryan Garcia. I don't care if it's Subriel Matias. I don't care if it's Devin Haney. He's going to compete at a high level. If he's dialed in, he's going to compete at a high level with anybody he gets in the ring with, bro.
If this dude Claggett gives him a hard time, bro, I'm telling you, I am going to be like, yo, grab that freaking humble pie right there off the shelf. You start eating that shit. Because I'm telling you right now, he better not give him a hard time. This is an easy dude he should walk through. This is a
right,
fight
but we know it's not far-fetched for him to have a hard night because he fights to the level of his competition. He's been known to do it.
But you know what? That's why you're taking this fight, so you can change that, right?
Right, change it. Definitely. You should change it. But I'll tell you right now, if he has a bad night against Claggett, you know what I'm not finna say? I'm not finna walk away and be like, yo, this dude can't fight Devin Haney. This dude can't fight Subriel. I'm not going to do that because I know who he is.
I think he'll fight anybody.
No, and I'm not saying he can't, like, he
There's
won't.
No
I'm talking about he can't beat them. Like, he can't compete
listen, it's boxing, Clay. Any night, anybody can win in the ring,
better
bro.
than these niggas. He's better than these niggas, bro. Some of them.
Listen, this is a subjective conversation. We can't really say somebody.
Anonymous. If he loses the Claggett, straight up, I'm not gonna say he's overrated, but he sucks.
But listen,
for real, he should not. There's no excuse to lose against Claggett. But is it far-fetched, Anonymous, that he'll have that it could look bad? that he can have a bad night with Clyde, that he'll beat him, but it'll be like, damn, bro, you made that fight look more competitive than it need to be. We know that's not far-fetched.
Right, but it shouldn't. This is my point. This is the guy you're supposed to KO. First, second, third, fourth round. Early. Get him out of here. Show us that you are Teofimo Lopez. When you have 4 or 5 fighters on your card and a guy that just fought in the zone that's been calling you out for the last 2 years, he is now your number 1 ranked fighter in your division.
Right.
And you refuse to fight this dude. And then you start talking shit when he had a bad performance his last fight.
Right.
But you still want to fight him. Come on, bro.
I agree with that.
And look, so, all right. It shows you. Bro, I don't listen. He could fought Rolly Romero, bro. And I think Rolly would beat him.
He's trying to, I'm telling you, Tio's trying to drive
Shout out
the
to Rolly
fucking truck,
Romero.
and he's trying to be. Everybody's trying to do that. Everybody's trying to do this Floyd Mayweather. They see how Tank Davis is moving. They see how Devin Haney's moving, and they're all trying to do this shit, bro. They're all trying to. Tio's trying to be this guy, and that's why Eddie Hearn even said it. He said, I would try to line up Tio with a lot of fights, but this dude really thinks he's worth a whole lot more than he's worth. Like he says it, it's difficult. He's always trying to be the big businessman. He's trying to get caught, these interviews. He says weird shit in these interviews instead of just focusing on what got him there, which is fight, bro. Fight.
Right. Exactly. Bro, what was he, 17-0 or something before his first loss? That's crazy.
Yeah, bro. That's what it is. But Raven sipping at that Fanon coffee again, talking about Rolly beating. Oh, guys.
I don't got my cup, bro. I ain't got my cup. I gotta find
Anyway, look, guys, we've been running for about 3 hours, bro. I'm not gonna hold us too long tonight. You know what I mean? It's 12:30. You know what I mean? I know I gotta get up tomorrow. My daughter is here, so I know she's gonna want all types of shit going on tomorrow, bro. So I appreciate you guys, bro. Tomorrow we're gonna talk a little bit.
Tio put out the tape of him sleeping.
We're gonna tap in tomorrow. We'll probably talk a little about this Mayweather. Maybe talk about this Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia. Devin Haney, Tank Davis tape. I don't know. I want to also talk about Bam Rodriguez's fight coming up this weekend. Also Friday night.
Ben Whitaker, man, and what he doing.
And Ben Whitaker. I wanted to talk about the new Pernell Whitaker, the super middleweight Pernell Whitaker, the reincarnation. You know what I'm saying, in Ben Whitaker, which I think is also weird that they got the same last name, but it is what it is. We got a lot to talk about tomorrow night. We'll reconvene. You know what I mean? I appreciate you guys showing up. On the way out, please make sure you hit that like, hit that thumbs up if you haven't done it yet. If you haven't subscribed, all that and all that good stuff. On that note, and at this point, we out, bro. I got to put on the outro music, you heard?
I see the flashing lights, make sure the fashion right, yeah. I'm in my bag tonight, yeah. Ooh, I might just pull up a foreign, watch out the engine is roaring. It's too loud.